This is the Decade of Dominance All Request Show.
Can you believe this?
Call in to request your favorite moment over the last 10 years of satellite radio glory.
I've never seen anything like this.
1-866-385-4631.
Dude, I've just got to hear Jim Brewer doing the Razor Scooter Boy. That's the funniest thing that ever made me wreck my car.
Anthony, the Razor rollerboard scooter, these damn things are all over Manhattan. It's the hottest product this summer. You probably have seen them by now.
I defy anybody to say they have not seen one of these. They are very popular with kids, teens, college students, even people commuting on these things, Opie. They're pretty cool. And I know these guys that had these little hop-up kits for them. So you could hop it up so it'll go fast enough to really get dangerous. Sleek looking.
Souping it up.
And just a piecer to ride.
Get the hell out of here with that thing now! Christ!
Visit one of their stores or go online.
Wait, try to catch this little bastard. I'm going to kick him right in the
He's
scalp.
bringing back a memory. If you live on Long Island, man, every neighborhood had the kid.
Dad, right?
Had the kid with the stupid moped or the motor or the mini bike.
Yeah, with Dad raking, he like,
Ah, slow down! God damn
All day.
Long Island memories,
guy,
man.
too. He was also the guy that would stop like in the middle while you're playing a stickball game.
Yeah.
And he'd and he'd get off the bike and he'd go, "Oh no, it's the moped guy, get off his bike. Give me the bat, faggot." You have a cigarette dangling from his mouth. Pitch the ball, faggot, pitch it.
Take a swing.
And he would look horrible swinging. Pitch it good before I kick your ass. This game is for fairies.
And he would take off.
Take off. He'd always have a dribble of snot in his nose, but he couldn't say nothing because he was too tough.
Because he'd beat you up.
Yeah.
That's funny. Another Long Island memory. Thank you, Jim.
Two brothers in jail.
The Razor rollerboard scooter. Give them a call or go online. The Razor rollerboard scooter.
If you want to drive your dogs a complete insanity, go to Razor.
I can't laugh
Knock it off! Get inside! Get inside! If you come down here with that goddamn scooter one more time, I'm calling the cops. Get inside! Get inside! God damn it! He's gonna get my goddamn. God damn, he's gonna give him a goddamn heart attack! Call the cops, Henry! Call the cops! I'm calling the cops, you son of a bitch!
Alright, calm down, Chester. Calm down.
Alright, B, stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Sit! Stop it!
The choke collar, right? They got it by the choke chain. I can't even do it.
Jesus Christ! Knock it off! He's gonna die! Call the goddamn police now! He doesn't even live here! I want him arrested! This is ridiculous! He doesn't even have a license!
She's left the studio. Come back.
Oh my God. You're killing me. You are effing killing me.
Mike, what's going on?
Oh my God. I can't believe this. I gotta run to the bathroom. This guy's amazing.
Brewer's hilarious.
Jesus.
He's hilarious.
You're the man, Brewer. God bless. God bless all you.
All right, Mike.
I can't friggin' breathe, okay? Bro is spitting up. Oh my God.
You gotta do that on stage. Yeah, that's great. The visual's even better, man. Look at the face.
Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! The goddamn...
What the hell is going on?
The goddamn animal from across the way. His mother don't give two craps because she's never around. He's got that brand new scooter for Christ's sake.
Knock it off! Knock it off!
Our dog's name was Mookie.
Moogie! Moogie!
You are a Met fan.
Knock it off! Moogie! Knock it off!
God damn. That is classic.
That and the same time with you get the same result from fireworks. Remember fireworks?
Yeah.
Hey! 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 I'm calling the cops, goddammit, on each and every one of you. My dog has been under the goddamn bed for 3 hours now, and if you give him a heart attack... Watch the roof, you son of a bitch! If my roof goes on fire, do you understand me?
That's Long Island, though, man. That's Long Island. In all those neighborhoods, they'd have their own fireworks display right in the middle of the street.
Poor one dog.
The screaming old lady, though. Everyone had him.
One family left that one dog alone.
You are killing me with the dog with the choke collar. That's all it would sound like.
Chris, what's going on?
Have some water.
Dude, you've got to get him out of there. I'm standing in the middle of the street laughing my effing cigs off. I'm going to get creamed by a minivan.
Well, he's puking right now from playing the dog. So.
Oh, man, I can't even breathe.
What are we in the middle of? The Razor Rollerboard Scooter.
I totally forgot.
It's the Razor Rollerboard Scooter.
Stay tuned. More Decade of Dominance to come. We'll be right back. We're back with more of the Decade of Dominance All Request Show. Call 1-866-385-4631 to request your favorite moment.
Patrice O'Neal and the gang making fun of Independence Day and Judd Hirsch's overacting. That was an absolute classic. I can't even watch the movie without hearing Patrice ragging on Judd Hirsch in the background.
I can't wait. I might not do the 2 shows on Friday so I can see Battlefield Los Angeles, motherfucker.
Yeah,
Is that coming out Friday? Friday.
Fuck, I do want to see that.
That'll just be another disappointing thing, I think, though.
You think?
Like, it looks cool.
Can one of these movies be fucking
I wish. What it's supposed to be.
Independence Day, the first half.
Yeah.
I think it still gives me the
It's
excitement
good.
chills.
The big fucking ships and we're fucked. And,
up to the Statue of Liberty raped. That's it's up to the where it's after the destruction and the fucking bottom's closing back up.
Yeah.
Then after Bill Pullman takes over,
then
it
it's
becomes
just
the worst movie.
You'd all be dead if it wasn't for my son David.
Here's the part I can't get past. Is a Will Smith part. This alien who single-handedly was destroying Area 51 with his mind, and his giant suit, his suit that encases him and makes him impenetrable.
Yeah,
Will Smith punched him in the face,
and
that said, "Welcome,"
and knocked him out.
And then it killed doctors.
Yeah,
choked the guy and made him talk through his mind. almost killed the president with his mind.
Right.
And Will Smith didn't knock the alien out, knocked out his outfit to where he thought
he knocked out his
This
outfit.
is where he assumed the alien's chin would be. That he could knock this guy because those aliens have the same nerves where if you get hit in the temple, it came out with fearsome evil, and then he dragged it through this knocked out alien in a suit.
You hated that. I'm taking it. Please tell me you hated that.
Yeah, I could not get past.
Yeah.
Some of the things that bothered me about that movie.
Yeah, I
but
agree.
the first when it comes over the moon with the fucking
very cool
this race of aliens who fucking travel through the solar system
and the size of those things and
15 miles. It was I loved it.
Here's the punch scene.
I hate saucy lines like this.
But Patrice, in all fairness, when I saw this in the theater, this was a clap break.
The figures it was those dummies.
I hate clap breaks in movies where everyone feels like, oh,
he
yes,
goes, welcome to Earth.
That's why I'm not a movie maker. So maybe you needed that, but I fucking.
That's when I started to hate the movie because I loved what you loved. The fucking graphics, the idea of it, and they cornballed it up. You don't need to do that. And Randy Quaid should never be allowed to make a movie again.
No!
He stinks in everything.
It was so bad. Bill Pullman.
His decision on how to act in that movie. That destroyed. He said something.
We will not go quietly into the night. His big speech at the before
Didn't he
the
do
battle.
Clint Eastwood? He sounded like the fucking the outlaw Billsy Wales. I fucking hated him.
The kid goes, Daddy, let me stay up all night. You let her stay up all night? Traitor.
Well,
I see. It's been coming on cable. There's some movies you got to watch.
I've seen it 1,000 times.
Independence Day comes on.
Yes.
I don't know why. The beginning when the moon is shaking and this fucking race of creatures is coming to kill us all.
When this ship finally
gets me.
Breaks through the cloud with the fire because it's like for a while you're like it's just smoky, cloudy.
And the
shit.
music, dun 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 dun. Everybody stops in New York. It was so how it would be.
But you know who sucked in the beginning though?
Oh my God! I got to call my psychiatrist.
It's like Harvey Firestein.
But he didn't fuck it up.
My lawyer. Oh, forget my lawyer. Get it? Because we hate our lawyers.
That's how a flamboyant old gay guy would act if the aliens were attacking. I didn't even.
You didn't mind that as much.
I didn't mind. I love Judd. What's his name?
No,
from
you
Taxi.
didn't. No, you didn't.
Judd Hirsch.
That's what the who Hebe Kikeberger. That was the worst parody of a Jewish guy. That was horrible.
Be careful. You're trying to get on 2.5 Men. Remember?
Jews couldn't have liked that. Picture of his name was Rufus Johnson. Rufus Johnson. He was going.
51 and you knew then.
If his name was Rufus Johnson, he was going. Why didn't y'all hand me some chicken for the aliens?
It was that bad, huh?
Y'all should have handed me some chicken for the aliens.
Jews were embarrassed by that role.
They had to be.
But he was Jewy. I've seen Jews like that.
That's my David. That's my David. We get it. Show us your cock. Show us its cock. We got you. Jew. Got it. You didn't need it. He could have downplayed that and just been himself. It was so over the top. It was distracting.
You walked right into that, Patrice.
But it drove me
You walked
nuts.
right into that.
I love Jared Hirsch in Taxi.
Hebe
Kikeberger. It was a caricature of a Jewish guy.
David wasn't for my David.
You don't have to do that.
And the generals are like listening to him on the plane.
Yeah. Oh, listen to the old Jewish guy.
Area 51.
Area 51.
But he didn't. I'm telling.
We've been making fun of that for years.
Me, man.
Bill Pullman was terrible.
The movie to me, other than Bill Pullman's decisions, I still get excited at the build up to the fact that these aliens are going to blow us
that
up.
was great.
I'm a pilot. I belong up there.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait a fucking minute.
Yes.
Here's another thing Will Smith did. He goes, they go, what are we going to do, man? He goes, sir, this is when they decide to attack the ship. I'm well aware of their maneuvering capabilities. I'm going, Nigga, I'm well aware of trains and how they fucking move. Did you just say I'll fly the ship to the mothership? This is lazy writing.
Based on what?
On nothing. He said, I'm well aware of their maneuvering. I know how DC-10s maneuver.
I've seen them in the sky.
You're fucking gonna fly a spaceship to the giant mothership based on you seen them? There's a couple. I'm telling you, the alien, the fucking alien who destroyed the doctors.
Yeah.
Who had 3 other ones in water?
Water.
In his outfit.
Yeah.
In his outfit.
He's in his outfit.
And he punches him in the face.
It was awful.
But you loved the movie. Loved the first half.
Dude, you don't understand.
Wasn't there some nice catchphrases in that movie, too?
Not even one catchphrase that stands.
What's with this Area 51? They could have bargained down to Area 50. What's with this? He's my David.
If I knew I was meeting the president, maybe I would have dressed.
Yes, I would have eaten kuku.
I wouldn't have dressed like a schlemiel.
I'm not gonna let Norton make me feel like Face Off.
You hate Judd Hirsch. I could have been eating kuku. Why would I do this?
You know what?
One, this is very nice.
This is social.
Could you find some, please, Danny?
Because
if there's any there?
To me, and I guess you know what makes me understand what he's doing now makes me see something. When I see a black person, they got him acting fucked up. Maybe other people just don't see where that's bad.
Yeah, where it's
he wasn't heebie-heeb-jew to me. That's what they are to me. He didn't bother.
That's stereo. That would have been like if they had a gay guy. If they had a gay guy. If Harvey Firestein's character, which was way over the top, had said, I have to get out of here. Let me shove everything in my asshole and run out backwards with my small dog. Let me run out with my sick friend and my small dog and my things in my asshole coming. I'm gay. Get it? Oh. Got it.
This is not checkmate. This is not checkmate.
Yes.
But that didn't bother you.
No,
that didn't bother you till you said Mike David. But that didn't bother you. You did, Anthony.
No, not the first time I saw it. Everything he says bothers me now because I know where it's going.
Judd Hirsch.
Yeah.
He didn't bother you.
But he did.
Yes, he did.
Like now when I watch the movie, I think of that later on Judd Hirsch, and it translates into the beginning. So now, right from the beginning, I hate it.
Here's something black that might have bothered black people, but white people wouldn't even know. Why is she a stripper?
Oh, shit.
Why is Vivica Fox a fucking...
Was that his wife?
She could have been a nurse. Right. That's how unimportant being a stripper... If something in the movie happened where the aliens seen her titties and didn't attack, you can go, okay. It's like, wait, let me show my tits.
The reason was because... No, you see... her boyfriend...
I know what you're going to say, but it had nothing to do with it. It had nothing to do.
Wanted to be an astronaut.
They could have just said no because he's a nigger. They didn't have to add that she was a... Nah, we ain't letting no niggas in space.
I was thinking maybe it was because they have that touching scene with the president's wife when the president's wife is dying. They wanted to show like how even like they could connect on that kind of a level.
Like,
you could have did that if she was just a niglet by herself.
Yeah, but I'm saying that's the cheesiness of the movie. Like that's where they were going with.
Oh, you're a dancer. Oh, ballet. She goes, no.
Right. It was just for that scene.
I show my cunt for money, First Lady, who I'd never be really next to in real life.
And that's another thing. She's got internal injuries. And they just let her die there. They weren't even trying to help her.
The First Lady died.
The First Lady, and she's
in
fine.
the alien hospital.
She's got color to her. She's moving around, and they're like, there's nothing we can do.
Internal bleeding?
Well, could you try something?
She died of internal bleeding.
They didn't even try.
I was so happy when she died. I didn't feel sad. I was hoping it was contagious, and everyone would get it, except for the aliens.
Bill Pullman walks out of the place, and he's just like, is Mommy sleeping? Yeah.
Yeah,
she's sleeping.
And then he looked at the kid.
Sits down.
He looked at the kid. He goes, "Your mouthwash ain't making it. And go ahead, make my day. I'm going to do all of his lines."
Bill Pullman. The second half of I turn off. It's just like Pulp Fiction. Anything that Sam Jackson's not in, not interested.
Yeah.
And I'm just serious. I can't watch it without
Sam Jackson in
He
Pulp
has
Fiction.
to be in every scene. That's why I like. This may be sacrilegious. But this is why I like Jackie Brown better than Pulp Fiction, because Sam Jackson, it was, fucking good Sam Jackson.
Sam Jackson was a ruthless motherfucker in that Jackie Brown.
The entire movie was Sam Jackson. No one fucked that movie up for me. Pulp Fiction. But Independence Day, the first 45 minutes to an hour, when it's like, time's up. But there were things happening at this point, though. That could have made them go, let's get the fuck out of here. Up to this point, when they weren't communicating. They were just sitting there with giant ships, placement all over the fucking globe.
Perhaps.
And something else. That fucking 6-hour drive from fucking New York
to
that
Washington,
they made in
D.C.
4 hours during the escape from Alien. Like, it's some things they were very lazy. Vivica Fox lived during this
firestorm of 10 billion degrees in a tunnel.
Cleansing fire. This bitch was the only one that knew to kick that door in, and her dog lived.
And what kind of asbestos room is she in?
What the fuck? Like, there were things.
She lived, but then she got mesothelioma.
Dude, the beginning of that movie was spectacular, man. I still, to this day, it's my favorite first half of a fucking
It's a
movie.
great
I agree with Patrice on that. That was. Can we hear a little bit of Judd Hirsch?
What
find
about Full Metal Jacket as far as
that's another
favorite
first half.
Yeah, favorite first half.
Why
of the movie.
aren't you stomping Private Pyle's guts out? What should Private Pyle be in the barracks at this hour?
I think the second half. I thought Animal Mother is one of my favorite characters.
Really? Adam Baldwin in that.
I love Adam Baldwin. Underrated guy.
He's great in
like
My
Clancy
Bodyguard.
Brown, and he stands over this dead guy who died like jerking off or something, and everybody's like, "We gonna miss him. I love you," and he goes, "Better you than me."
He was in Independence Day too.
Yeah, Adam Baldwin, but that's the.
Yeah.
I don't know what he's one of those guys. Then I love Adam Baldwin, man.
Oh, please, a little bit of this.
This is this
Dewey Kikeberger, yes. No, Hebe Kikeberger.
Hebe Kikeberger.
Fucking stuff. And it did bother me, because I don't see Jews like this, and that to me was so funny. It was such a clowning of Jews.
I thought this was Jews.
No.
This didn't bother me. Listen to me.
Come on.
Just like you say the fucking Tyrone character.
Right.
Like, motherfucker go, hey, man, chicken. I might go, why is he talking like this? But to like a white person that doesn't know, it's
Right.
like, what's your problem?
If he was Italian, he would have, hey, you don't get aliens some pizza. Hey, you doing? I get Jersey Shore, man. Put the big hubcaps on the spaceship. They ride around like my mother's sauce. Oh, Vito.
Ain't that them?
That's true. Those are the women. All right.
Also making the list, Stripes. First half of Stripes.
Oh,
yeah.
And then
it
was
got
really
just
good.
I just watched
Oh, and then it
fell
got
apart.
weird and serious,
Yeah.
right?
There's a bunch of those movies where the first half was great, but we got
You
the
know what I
audio
love?
of.
It's in Stripes
go.
when they all get in trouble for mud wrestling, and I just saw the scene again, and John Larroquette wants an explanation, and John Candy's like, "Well, sir, we got on our way to Bengal Parlor, and directions get all fouled up," and he goes, "Shut up." Okay, sir.
Okay, sir.
That
Okay.
big fathead. Okay, sir.
Okay, sir.
Oh, it's great. Shut up.
So this is Hebe Kikeberger.
Yeah, here. Yes, Hebe Kikeberger.
Yeah, let's hear him.
You're going to kill them and us at the same time. If we fire nukes, then everybody else who's got it.
Got it.
You know what that means? Fallout. You ever hear of nuclear winter? It's the end of life as we know it.
Hold on. Pause right there. He actually skated in on penny shoes.
He already looks.
I wear penny shoes, not penny loafers.
He already looks really
Of
Jewish.
course he does. He's thinking, what can I say that sounds Jewish?
He hasn't even talked yet, and you can tell he's very Jewish.
Yes, he's actually reading a book, T for Torah.
I'm not gonna let him make me fucking hate John Hirsch in
Hold on,
Independence Day.
Before you get to Hebe Kikeberger, there's also what's that other actor that was in there?
Jeff Goldblum? Robert Loggia?
Robert Loggia. That one thing where he goes, "Get on the horn. Let's tell them how to bring them sons of bitches down." It's so over dramatic. Tell them how to bring those sons of bitches.
I think I know every line in that fucking movie and know which ones I hate
1,000 times. And sometimes I got to turn away from the TV because I'm too embarrassed to look at it.
Let's see what. Let's see what.
He be kite burger.
Here he comes. He looks Jewish already. He walked in looking ethnic.
It can't be allowed. Get him out of here. Hey, don't tell him to shut up.
We can't even listen because they're allowed. Don't shut up.
No one is this Jewish.
You'll all be dead now if it wasn't my David. None of you did anything to prevent this. Totally
Wait a minute, time out.
Where's his payas?
Can someone Jewish please tell me if this is wrong?
It's
Is this a wrong Jew?
There are Jewish guys like that, but it was such an obvious stereotype.
He should be walking through the desert with a fuckload of Jews behind him.
He could have just walked in and said, "Hey, don't talk to him that way. You'd be dead without him."
What was the most Jewy thing he did?
Every word, every syllable.
Oh my
every syllable.
It's the cadence.
You can't fuck this up.
Dude, if he wore a shirt with Israel on it, it couldn't have been as over the top Jewish.
How about vultures? Vultures? The vultures?
Let's listen to the whole scene. Try to get through the whole scene.
Okay,
it's quick.
It wasn't my David. None of you did anything to prevent this.
There's nothing we could do. We were totally unprepared for this.
Don't give me unprepared.
Come on, Julius.
It was what, in the 1950s or whatever? You had that spaceship.
Pause.
Why are the generals entertaining this old Jewish guy?
Why are they listening to him with his stupid beard?
There was nothing we could do. Why does he have to justify himself
They
to
should
him?
have said, "Go take your orders from fucking Louis De Palma, stupid." Beat it. Beat it. Get Jim Norton in here. He could have done a better job. Fucking so annoying. Not the
the 50s. The 50s. Area 51.
Watch Robert Loggia's face when he says Area 51.
Yeah.
That thing that you found in New Mexico.
Back, please. Oh, that thing that you found in the thing. Please rewind that. I have to hear that. I have to hear that fucking...
That thing that...
Hey, what's that thing that you found in the desert? Let's hear it.
Don't give me unprepared.
Come on,
It
Julius.
was what, in the 1950s or whatever? You had that spaceship.
Dad,
that thing that you found in New Mexico.
Dad.
Where was it?
Not the spaceship.
Was it Roswell, New Mexico? Yeah. No, you had the spaceship and you had the bodies. They were all locked up in a bunker. Where was that? David.
I don't know.
Area 51, right? Area 51. You knew then, and you did nothing.
Why did somebody put that up as a great clip? There's someone that loved that enough.
I hated
put
it
it up.
enough.
They love... I'll tell you the best part of that clip at the end when the guy silently...
John Hirsch is hilarious.
Here's the best part of that clip. The end of it, when the guy silently stands up from the couch. Rewind right there. I'll show you the best part of the clip. Watch. Danny, just go back a little bit. Watch. Here we go. The best part of this clip. Right there. When Bill Pullman almost stands up.
Standing up, he's like,
you know that you did that thing.
I'm so mad at what they did to that fucking film. I'm so mad.
I completely agree with Patrice on that. It could have been an amazing movie.
When the fucking after the destruction, it was like when it was just quietly destroyed the earth. And it just closed back up.
and then we get to that scene. How does it go from that to...
You know what they
to
should have
that
did? And I
Judd
always-
Hirsch should have come into that room with a fucking yellow Star of David on his striped shirt.
This is why I'm excited about Battlefield Los Angeles. This is what the hope is.
This is where this began.
This is what the hope is that it will be what the end of Independence Day should have been, where they was preparing for the invasion.
The invasion, right.
And this is almost to me like I'm hoping it's Independence Day 2, where they actually get on the earth and invade.
Right.
And do you think Myers Shackelford will save the day?
They're invading.
Yes, they're running.
You knew then, and you did nothing.
Dan, what was that place down the street from the kosher deli that you're not sure if I'm Jewish? I'll say it again.
Why not? Why don't we sick the monster after him? You know, the Loch Ness monster.
I don't
you
know.
Knew then.
Run! There's a monster in the Loch Ness!
What is that place? I said it once, but I'll say it with a heavier accent. Here, Stephen! What was it, that place? We got it. We understand you at bar mitzvah. It's okay.
Patrice has officially been knocked out. He's down and out.
That's one of the things I hated.
Did he have on a yarmulke?
You're out. Yeah. No. Oh,
no, he put one on though.
He didn't because he didn't feel it was Jewish enough. Jesus Christ!
He put a yarmulke on when they was in praying.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
he goes, but I'm not. Some guy goes, I'm not Jewish. Nah, nobody's perfect.
Is there any? Please, we have one more clip of that fucking. But I hated him in that. I hated fucking the president. I hated everyone, even Will Smith, who I think is a really good actor, but doing that stupid, wacky line. You don't need them. You don't need cop buddy movie lines.
And jiving while he's
stop it,
flying the fighter plane. Oh no, you don't!
What are you doing? Real fighter pilots don't talk that way.
In terms of douche chills.
Yeah.
Oh no, you didn't shoot that green shit at me.
Right.
Why? You can be humorous, right? Again, I'm just saying from a fan of movies.
Yeah.
Why wasn't it real?
I know.
Why did they have to?
Because they suck.
You did not shoot
that green shit at me.
First of all, they attacked the ship.
Yeah.
It swallowed up the missiles. It didn't even explode. They went boing, 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 boing. And people were dying. And they would pull up, and his boy died.
Yeah.
And no, you didn't shoot that green shit at me. Gives me the fucking creeps.
Especially the scene that they cut out, which was when Judd Hirsch saw that. He goes, "The green, isn't that liquid money? They're shooting liquid money. My David would have drank it. Let me put this on. Can you see that I'm praying?"
But you gotta love. Wait a minute though. All right, can we agree that what's his name? His son, who plays his son?
David, Jeff Goldblum.
Goldblum was flawless.
I like him.
He did nothing douche chilly.
No, he's just Jeff Goldblum. He's weird and everything.
But he was excellent. I thought anything he did, where he goes, where so you guys can go up there and do your thing and do your thing.
Take it down.
Take it down. I thought he was excellent.
I love Jeff Goldblum. But to me, is there any more Judd Hirsch? Not
on YouTube.
Oh, for Pete's sake.
So could we vote on somebody to get out of Independence Day? And
yes, whoever wrote it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the writing fell apart. Like you've
I would say
point.
The president was horrible. Bill Pullman stunk. I thought Will Smith stunk, and it's because like when he in Men in Black 2 or whatever, when he jumped down, he goes, "Raining black folks." I'm like, what are you doing with that shit line? Why don't you make the guy who's a great actor a real fucking soldier or a real fucking guy who, like he said, there's humor in it, but it doesn't have to be shuck and jive humor. It doesn't have to be the over-the-top Jewish guy to make Jewish people seem compassionate. It's stupid.
You know what was funny in the movie, and the funny was perfect, was the guy,
Randy Quaid, and I'll break my computer over your teeth.
No. He didn't bother me, by the way. The kids bothered me more.
He didn't bother you?
But wait a minute.
Do we have a clip?
The guy who played the robot in Star Trek Next Generation.
Data?
Data, the guy who played the
doctor guy.
The doctor is a character that's funny within his own weirdness. It wasn't
because he's been just locked away.
Yeah, he's just a weirdo. So you laugh at that kind of shit, but oh no, you didn't shoot that green shit at me. To this day, I got to turn the TV down when that scene comes.
Oh, that was him? I didn't know it was him.
Yeah.
And by the way, I thought it was genius where they tied in Area 51, and they did have a ship that they could like get some like knowledge from. Like I thought that it could have been. Like,
there was some things where they just said,
great.
"Fuck it."
Yeah,
they just said, "Fuck it." How do we kill these aliens? We just blow their ship up with a ship that they. Wait a minute. Why would they bring? Wait a fucking minute. Why would that giant ship bring in that little one from fucking Earth when they all go on the big ones that's already down there? Why would they fly into space and they go, "Oh, it's a little one just chilling. Let's bring them right in and dock them right in front of me with the fucking missile." And ain't that the 1950s model? These motherfuckers don't even have the 2000 model fucking fucking little ship.
Yeah,
That's pretty funny.
And they fucking can't tell that someone that would literally be like a turtle driving an Edsel into your garage. How would you not know? Driving.
Maybe he won't notice.
Yeah, all right. Let's go outside. The turtle with the gun wants to shoot us from
It
the
just could
Edsel.
have been so real. They could have kept it so
That's really funny.
so good, man.
Hey, not the best over-the-top Jew of all time.
Really? What were they saying?
Not the best. Patrice should know this one.
Oh no.
You should know this one.
Oh no.
All right, we'll go right for the answer. But a movie we saw together. Scooter in Illinois.
Wait, Scooter. Before you say it, wait, Scooter. That was supposed to.
Of course.
John was supposed to be dead serious.
Of course, that's the difference.
Okay.
We do know that's the difference.
Not over the top, but maybe the greatest Jew character of all time. This guy with this guy's
the greatest over the top Jewish character of all time. Done on purpose. That's the difference, Scooter. But go ahead.
Hey boys, how y'all doing today?
Good.
I think the best Jewish character played was Tom Cruise in Tropic Thunder.
We howled. Remember how laughed we laughed?
But it was.
Remember how hard we laughed?
Les Grossman was hilarious.
That was supposed
I know. That's
to
what
be.
we just said.
Yeah.
We said that.
And it was
that's
so
the difference.
racist. I don't even think this one is trying to be racist.
No,
I think he's trying to be an authentic Jew guy.
Oh my God, yeah, he's not trying to be. He's
Just
not
an
the
old school
caricature.
Jew guy.
Les Grossman was maybe the most racist character I fucking. It was so racist, I was getting nervous.
Yeah, oh boy, someone's
Tom
gonna
Cruise
lose
lost
their
his
job.
mind.
Yeah, I was getting nervous.
To agree to this.
Oh,
Also, another movie that had a great first half, Blazing Saddles. Makes the list.
What? Yeah. Fuck.
When that fucking movie ends up in the catering hall or whatever the fuck,
it's like a Warner
That's
Brothers
Mel Brooks, though. Mel Brooks kind of gets weird. Spaceballs was like that too.
Just falls apart.
They didn't know how to end that. They didn't know how to end that fucking movie.
They didn't know how to end
Frankenstein
it.
was like weird too.
They should have called David. David would have ended it properly for them. They should have known. You know what David.
I like Joe.
No, you
I
don't.
refuse. You're not gonna get me.
Watch him again, and everything he says, you're gonna go.
We'll be back with more of your requests from the last decade of dominance. Welcome back to the Decade of Dominance All Request Show. Call 1-866-385-4631 to request your favorite moment.
Hey, my favorite was Donald Rumsfeld with, fucking name. Try this again. My favorite moment was Louis C.K. calling Donald Rumsfeld a wizard. Funny stuff. I never get tired of hearing that. Okay, thanks. Bye.
We got to go right to the phone.
Oh my God, turn that music down.
And welcome Donald Rumsfeld to the Opie and Anthony Show.
Sir? Hello, sir?
Yes, indeed. How are you?
Very good. Very good. What a pleasure to talk to you. Donald Rumsfeld's new book, Known and Unknown, a memoir. I've been looking through this. Fascinating stuff because you have been a part of history in this country for many years, known many presidents. Welcome to the show, Mr. Rumsfeld.
Well, thank you. It's a little embarrassing to discover that I've lived 1/3 of the history of our country.
1/3 the history, and been involved in a lot of things that have gone on through history. Very
Indeed.
important.
I want to mention that all the proceeds that I received from the book are going to go to the troops and their families.
Oh, that's nice. I thought what you were going to mention was, you know exactly where we live, and to be nice.
Oh, Opie. It's not. Where are you right now? Are you just at home?
No, I'm in New York City.
Oh, okay.
Last night I was on the Jon Stewart show.
Right. There was a. How did that go? Because John is a little liberal, I would say.
Well, he comes at things from that direction, but he is very smart, very quick.
Yeah.
And it was a good discussion. I was pleased to be there.
Yeah.
Have you ever been interviewed where you got upset with how it went and then actually did anything to exact revenge on the person?
Never.
Why would he do that, Louis?
I don't know.
That's Louis C.K.
Because you know, if you're a man of power, it's got to be an interesting thought at least.
No. What you do is you think to yourself, what might I have done differently? You've got to expect people to come at you because in our wonderful country, everyone can have their own opinion, and goodness knows they can have intense opinions. But I find that if they have intense opinions that are opposite to mine, there's an awful lot of people who have intense opinions that are very much like mine.
Now, you have been in front of a lot of the press over the years, and you've learned how to kind of deflect certain questions and handle the press. So I guess interviews are pretty easy for you?
Well, I enjoy it. I think it's important that people, put their views out there so that we have a competition of ideas and the American people can sift through it and make their own judgments.
Yeah, absolutely. When did you first get inside? And by inside, I mean, the kind of inner circle of power in the government, especially during the Cold War. When did you just go from a military guy into becoming kind of an enigma, kind of a person of power and on the inside? How did that happen?
Well, I don't have any idea. I was a Navy pilot. I knocked on doors, got a job working for a congressman in Washington. I'd never met a congressman. And then I ran for Congress and served during the Kennedy and Johnson era. And then I was in Nixon's cabinet and Ford's cabinet and worked for Reagan as special envoy to the Middle East, and then George W. Bush's cabinet. It just kind of all happened over the decades, and suddenly I'm 78 years old.
But so haven't you, how does it feel to have, you've probably accumulated a lot of things that that you'll never tell anybody on the planet Earth, right?
Well, not really. I'm interested in history. I love to read biographies, which is one of the reasons I took 4 years and wrote the book and tried to discuss what it was like being inside and how the decisions are made and how complicated they are when they reach the senior levels of government. I also created a website, rumsfeld.com, where we've put hundreds of documents, thousands of pages from throughout my life so that people can read them and check things in the book. For example, if I quote a paragraph off a memo in the book, you can go to the website and read the whole memo.
Oh, okay.
But you must have lived moments where you were like, holy cow, no one but me and these two people are ever going to know this happened. And it had a massive impact on history.
Well, there certainly are times like that, but over time, almost everything comes out. And there are moments when what's going on inside the White House is very sensitive and very private. But within any reasonable period of time, the much of what goes on becomes public, and the American people look at it.
Yeah. Do you look at how do you see your legacy based on your career with George W. Bush? Do you see yourself as a fall guy? Do you see yourself as somebody looked upon as evil? And do you think it affects what you've done before that? Because I see you as a very patriotic guy that served his country well and still does. But some people, based especially on your experience with George W. Bush, see you as an evil guy. How do you accept that?
Well, I know who I am. I know what I've done, and one of the reasons I've wrote the book was to try to get out there what the arguments pro and con were so people can look at them. And I've taken on tough jobs. I've had to make tough decisions. And when you do that, you can expect people are going to disagree strongly. It doesn't come as a great surprise to me, I suppose, having lived so many decades.
Yeah, were you disappointed, though, with the way your career ended with George W. Bush's administration?
No, I think he made the right decision, and I made the right decision. I think once one of the houses of Congress went to the other party, the next 2 years would have been hearings, and people would have tried to go after the Bush administration through me, and I decided it would be better for the military, better for the Pentagon, better for the president and the administration if I left, and the president and I were very much in agreement.
But doesn't that kind of leave you hanging out to dry, is what I'm saying, and looking bad, like you did something very wrong?
No, I don't feel that way, and I don't think history will suggest that, and I don't think that serious people interested in what went on, who go to the website and read the book carefully, will feel that way. I think these are complicated issues, and we took on tough jobs. We spent every waking moment trying to protect the American people, and we put in place some structures that, lo and behold, almost a decade later, there's not been another successful attack on America. Now, that's worth something, and I think...
I agree with you. And the book, Known and Unknown, a memoir by Donald Rumsfeld, it's out there. And does this kind of open up who you are as a person? Because I don't think people really know you as a person. They see you and have seen you at press conferences and whatnot, and kind of see you as, I don't know, a very mysterious guy, and that kind of scares people.
Well, I don't feel mysterious. I think what you see is what you get, and I think that the book, it does open up my life, my family life, my circumstance, where I came from a small town in Illinois, went to college on a scholarship, and was a wrestler and a person who loves the country and is so grateful to have had so many opportunities to serve.
It's interesting, though, because there are people who think, I mean, here's a guy who met Eisenhower as a congressman, right?
I was running for Congress, exactly.
And worked for Ford and Nixon and Reagan and both Bushes. And there's still those people out there that think, Rumsfeld and Dick Cheney are actually lizards. Who, I mean, literally, there's people that think they're lizards from outer space.
Yeah, that's true.
Who eat human flesh. I don't know if anybody's ever asked you directly, sir, but are you a lizard?
I don't think.
Are you actually? Can you just please give that a straight answer? Are you a lizard person?
Louis a little left-leaning.
No,
sir.
I'm not. Let him answer. Are you a lizard?
Here's the short answer. Yeah. I'm in New York City. I walk down the street, people walk up, shake hands, stop me, they want an autograph. He's a lizard. Want to get a photograph with me. Go to eat last night at dinner, and Joyce and I were sitting there in the little Italian restaurant, and a man came up and said he'd like to buy my dinner, and I refused. And it turns out I paid for my dinner. The next thing I know, the waiter comes back and said the man insisted to pay for your dinner, and here's your canceled receipt for paying.
Oh, wow, that's very nice.
There's plenty of people that...
But you didn't answer the question.
He's not going to dignify...
I think you're hanging around with the wrong people.
He's not going to dignify an answer to, are you a lizard, Louis?
Why not?
Because he's not a lizard.
What is this story about getting somebody paid for your dinner? I would pay for a lizard's dinner.
I think I understood the fact that there are people out there that appreciate what he's done as a leader. And
there's plenty of evidence that this guy is a well-decorated and appreciated American. And he has more credibility than almost anybody.
Exactly.
But I just want to know if he's a lizard.
He's not a lizard. Stop it. I want to apologize, Mr. Rumsfeld. Louis C.K. is a stand-up comedian, and I do not share his ideology one iota.
Matter of fact, we're meeting him for the first time. We don't even really know him. So we apologize.
Exactly.
It's usually just me and Anthony, but we said, what the hell, we'll try out this local comic.
Mr. Rumsfeld, I want to ask you a little bit about the situation that's going on now in the Middle East. You are an envoy to the Middle East. What do you see happening there? What's your take on the whole situation?
Well, I think what's happening is that we had good relations with many of the governments in there, in that region, and it was contributing to a stable situation with respect to the generally hostile attitude towards Israel, because an important country like Egypt had a peace treaty with Israel, and that was a valuable thing that Sadat did and Mubarak stuck with. The problem is that those countries did not move towards freer political systems and freer economic systems as rapidly as they should have, and the people are looking for opportunities. Very large populations that are young, and they don't have jobs, and they don't see opportunities, and they look around the world on television or Facebook or something, and they see other countries where people are doing well, and they become dissatisfied. So you have these kinds of turmoil and popular revolutions. Now, the problem is that, take Lebanon, for example, there was a popular revolution.
Yeah, the Hamas wound up...
Hezbollah ended up taking over, and that's a terrorist organization and repressive.
Right.
The same thing in Iran.
Now, isn't that a worry? Like, especially when you have a revolution, as they did in Egypt, not a revolution, but protest, whatever you want to call it. The guy's gone without having another guy to put in there. Isn't there a worry as America as to who's going to be there and what kind of government's going to be in place?
Absolutely. Everyone ought to be concerned, not just our country, but Europe and Israel and the neighboring countries. If the problem is that you can have a popular protest and revolution, and the winner is not the people that are looking for greater opportunity. The winner often is a minority group that is very disciplined, very well organized, and very vicious, like Hezbollah in Lebanon, and or like the Ayatollahs in Iran.
Yeah.
So you could get the Muslim Brotherhood.
Oh, that doesn't sound good.
Radical extremists.
Exactly.
Over Egypt, which would be terribly dangerous.
Absolutely.
Listen, and these are great questions, Anthony, and they're questions that Mr. Rumsfeld is going to answer better than almost anybody in the world.
Yeah.
But I still want to know if he's a lizard.
And if he is, stop it.
If he's tasted human flesh.
No, stop.
I just want to know.
Mr. Rumsfeld, again, I want to apologize for Louis C.K. He's a stand-up comedian. He's playing at the Borgata.
It's
go to
a legitimate.
Borgata.com.
Look, if he's a lizard who has eaten people,
don't encourage him. It'll just make him worse.
See, and
I will stop the second I get a denial. I'll stop asking.
Tell Louis that my grandchildren are listening.
See?
Well, listen, they have a right to know, too.
No, he's not a lizard, and he's not tasted human flesh.
But you're answering. That's easy for you to say.
I can answer because I know the guy is a great American, a great patriot.
Yes, I totally agree with that.
He's done great things for this country. And
yes, Anthony. Is he a lizard? Is Dick Cheney a lizard?
No, they're not. They are people.
Any Mexican babies? Have they eaten any human beings?
Stop it. Stop it. I know, Mr. Rumsfeld, I apologize. Louis C.K.
I paid for this microphone, mister.
I
want an answer.
Funny. I don't understand it. Where do you see the where do you see the 2012 elections going? Do you see the Republicans taking the White House again? And who do you see as maybe a good front runner for the Republicans?
You know, I don't think there is one. I think it's one of those rare times when there's not an incumbent president running and there's not a vice president running and there's not an obvious person. And I think what we ought to do is watch them run around the track a while and see how they handle things. It's a tough job, as President Obama is finding out. It's a lot easier to campaign than
exactly.
And so I think we ought to watch all these candidates. There's some terrific ones running, and I think some of them have executive experience. Some of them have a lot of legislative experience. And see how they handle. Because what's going to happen is they're going to get asked tough questions. They're going to get put in difficult positions. And we're going to then be able to see how their brains work, how they react, how they handle things, what kind of people they recruit for their campaign team, how effective they are in organizing. And all of those are attributes that are helpful for a president.
Before the Lizard Council meets and decides who to appoint.
The Lizard Council doesn't appoint a president. And he's not part of the Lizard Council.
If they do, don't you want to know?
No.
Don't you at least want to give him a chance to say, no, I'm not a lizard?
I don't want to picture Donald Rumsfeld on the other end of this phone listening to you asking
with red
lizard
questions.
Eyes. No, he's not with Mr. Rumsfeld. Again, with 2012 elections, wouldn't it be good to, and I always wonder why this doesn't happen sooner, to start really grooming a good candidate now? The Republicans always seem to wait till the last minute to really kind of get together and get a candidate there, a viable candidate that could take on a Democrat, especially an incumbent.
Well, I think that's true of both political parties. If you think back to the Democratic primary that Mr. Obama won. And I think the reason for that is there's no senior council of leading Democrats or leading Republicans who can go into a smoke-filled room and start grooming somebody. It's the American people and the parties, the people of each party that end up picking these candidates.
But it does seem like it would be a lot more advantageous, especially for the party, if they would kind of work together instead of everybody trying to get their piece of the presidency, to just work together and get a candidate, a viable candidate to run that would really have a shot at winning.
Well, and of course, a primary process can produce a mistake, and you could end up with a candidate who's not very good.
Exactly. And I don't think we want to see that. I definitely don't want to see another 4 years of Barack Obama.
No, I know.
That's for sure.
incumbents, often get reelected, and I think the Republicans are going to have to be careful not to overreach and to manage their affairs in a way that are responsible, and yet address what the American people really care about.
Mm-hmm.
And my goodness, this administration has served up a number of targets. How anyone can think that the budget President Obama put forward is responsible is beyond me.
Yeah.
The debt in this country is crushing, and it's going to damage this generation and future generations unless people have the courage to step up and deal with it.
What was it like when you met? There's a picture of you shaking hands with Saddam Hussein. Like, what was that day like? The day you met that dude.
Oh, that famous picture.
The dude who
yes.
later was hung in a badly lit room.
I tried to tell Louis that was indeed during the time when he was
I'm just curious what that day was like.
And was, okay.
I'm just curious, what was that like to meet that fella?
Fair enough.
Well, it was. I was in Baghdad at the request of President Reagan, and I kind of described this in my book. I met the night before with Tariq Assis, the deputy prime minister, and then the next morning I was invited in to be with Saddam Hussein. And the reason that Secretary Schultz and President Reagan and I all agreed that it made sense was Saddam Hussein was in a war with Iran and had taken our embassy people hostage, and was very hostile to the United States. The United States did not have diplomatic relations with Iraq, and the thought was that the old adage, the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Right.
How did we manage to get crossways with the two big countries in that region, both of them, and yet they were hostile to each other?
Right.
So we felt that it was a good idea to see if we could reestablish relations, and that ultimately was done shortly after my visit. What was it like? You walk in, there's a Middle Eastern despot. Is he a good guy or a Democrat? No. He's a thug, and he's in fatigues, and he's got a pistol on his hip, and he's a tough guy and not a good guy. On the other hand, people in Iran were worse, and when you get up in the morning and look around the world, there are not a lot of George Washingtons or Abraham Lincolns. We have to deal with people who aren't perfect on occasion.
Exactly. That's what I was trying to tell Louis.
And then, so how many guys do you think you've met that died by hanging?
Oh, Jesus,
That's a good question.
Yeah, more than one.
Yeah.
More than one.
More than one. See?
Yeah. I've never met anybody I met a girl who hung herself. But I've never met anybody who was sentenced to hang.
He's had to deal with thugs during his career at some point.
Sure.
He's, the world. And a lot of people judge things, I've noticed, Mr. Rumsfeld, a lot of people judge things based on what's going on now. They don't take it in the context of the history and what was going on at the time. Now, during the Cold War, I think we were willing, as Americans and the press, to accept a lot more covert action on the part of the government for our own safety than we are now. Do you think that's a better thing, that there's so much more information available now, or is it a kind of a good thing for the government to have maybe a little bit of a little more covertness in their actions?
Oh, I think you're right. I think that we live in a world where there are relatively few countries that are like we are. We have free political systems, and that means that we have got to have intelligence gathering activities if we're going to protect the American people.
Exactly.
But American safety is like the biggest deal to us. American defense. We've got to keep the American people safe. But what if a whole lot of people in other places have to die in order for us to be safe? Like, what if you found out that a lot of America was going to get hurt unless we just took France and just wiped it out? Would you trade France?
Hypothetical.
Would you trade France for Texas and Arizona?
Can you imagine if I answered that question?
Thank you.
What the news lead would be?
Exactly.
It would be like the answering your earlier question, where I would deny that I'm something that you asked me.
Right. He's not going to deny he's a lizard.
But he hasn't officially denied it.
What would be hurt by denying that you're a lizard?
I did not just arrive in town falling off a turnip.
There are no turnip carts in New York City.
Well, he didn't fall off of one.
No,
regardless.
I totally understand. But no, that's fascinating to me. What would be hurt by denying? And I'm not going to ask you to deny it now. I'm more interested in what would be hurt if you denied that you're a lizard.
He's justifying the question.
Sorry, I brought it up. I apologize.
No, but I mean, we like to think that we're a comedy show, so we're just kind of asking a silly question.
But that
there,
is
Mr.
fascinating
Rumsfeld.
to me that saying I am not a lizard might be dangerous. I want to know how it might hurt. Wait, how would it hurt your credibility?
This happened.
How did this happen?
There's a guy laughing in the background that is looking up our addresses now.
Mr. Rumsfeld, notice that Anthony Cumia is
a true patriot.
I am right behind you. I love your book, Donald Rumsfeld, Known and Unknown memoir in bookstores now. This thing really flying off the shelves too.
I want to ask Mr. Rumsfeld his opinion on the unions right now. It's a big topic right out there.
Well, it is, and what we've got is a government, an administration that, according to the data, has fewer people who've ever been in business than any administration in modern history. And what you've got is a lot of people who are lawyers and professional government people, and they don't have the business background. They have very close connections to the unions, and I'm terribly worried about the way that our trade relations are going around the country. The president and the administration have been responding to pressure from the unions with respect to the trade deal with South Korea, the trade agreement with Colombia. Here's Colombia, an important country in our hemisphere, and we've been stiffing them and not. We're missing what's going on in the world. Mm-hmm. In Asia, there are all kinds of trade agreements, and the United States is absent without leave. We're not engaged and doing it. And I think the answer is it's because of the unions. And we're at a first point in our country's history where there are more union members who are government employees than there are who are in the private sector.
That's a conflict, if you ask me.
Well, it's a worry.
Yeah.
And I think it's also not surprising then to note that the average pay of government employees is now higher than in the private sector.
That's not right.
And of course,
Why is that not right?
Because it should be the other way around.
Well, of course,
teachers are government employees, right?
And the jobs and the products and the opportunities are all in the private sector, not in government.
Right.
But a teacher is a public employee, right? Is a unionized public employee.
Yes.
So they should be paid well, right?
But it's not a matter of being paid well.
But they should have the power to get together and bargain for better pay and better benefits, right?
Well, if you look around at the school systems, they are in trouble, and they're not providing the kind of education for kids, and so the system isn't working perfectly. Mm-hmm. My wife Joyce started the Chicago Foundation for Education because the Chicago school system was described as the worst school system in America 25 years ago.
Wow.
And that's, here's a great city, a wonderful city, and it had a school system that the Secretary of Education labeled the worst. Now, why is that? It isn't because people are bad. It's because the process isn't working. There wasn't any choice. People didn't have a choice. They paid their taxes, and they had to go to school in their neighborhood, and they didn't have choice. I'm a Milton Friedman fan. I think giving school vouchers so that parents and kids can make those choices, and pretty soon the schools that nobody wants to choose have to disappear, and the schools where people want to go succeed because they get a good education, they prosper.
Yeah, but American public schools used to be great, and now they're not. So for years and years, they did well without vouchers in charter schools, and then all of a sudden, money got taken out of those systems, and now they're suffering. And then the people that took the money out point at the system and go, "Ha, you suck because I took your money away." So now we're gonna. So what happened? Why did they work before?
I don't think that's the case. What you just said. I don't think that the reason the schools are not doing well today is because the money's not there. I think that you look at the average price that we're paying per student or per school, and it's quite high. It just isn't producing the kind of results that a more competitive system would.
Mm-hmm. How come it worked before, though? When it was simpler, most people went to public schools, and you could just go walk down your public school and get a great education. Like, how come there's a decline when it was working without the competition?
I think probably it was a result of the fact that we were more of a rural country. We had much more parental involvement. There was more smaller elements, and then as we became more of an urbanized country, there was more distance between parents and the schools, more distance between government and the schools, and they just deteriorate.
And teaching the basics of what people need to know instead of a lot of political correct gibberish.
Really? You think
that
that's
are in
what
the schools now? I believe that, Louis.
Is teaching evolution? That's what hurt the schools?
No. I'm not saying that. I just think that there's a lot going on in schools that has nothing to do with educating the students and preparing them for life.
I could be wrong, but I think there might have been one other thing. You know, for years we had the draft, and we excluded people from the draft who were students, teachers, or married. And as a result, people who did not want to serve in the military kind of gravitated to getting married or having becoming a teacher or becoming a student. And so over time you had a bifurcation of a generation. And that group is now just about retiring.
Right.
The all-volunteer military came in under the Nixon administration in the late 1960s and early 1970s. And so all of those people that were up to 1970 now, of course, would be 30, 40 years later. So if they became teachers in the ages of 20, 25, 30, they'd now be retiring.
Yeah.
Hey, did he answer the question about unions? Are you for or against the unions, sir?
What do you mean? I've got no problem with unions. What I have a problem with is if unions end up exerting an undue influence in what's taking place in our country and stopping the United States of America from participating in free trade agreements around the world, which are the kinds of things that help to create jobs.
Yeah, that's not a good thing.
But if the jobs are in other places and if the United States is getting to compete, who is the United States at that point? Is it General Electric and Walmart, or is it actual people who live in these places like Wisconsin who are asking to be able to sue for their own rights as a union?
Well,
you know,
if the governor up there, I'm not knowledgeable about Wisconsin. I'm from New Mexico, as the cover of my book shows.
No, you got a polar fleece on.
A handsome picture.
But my recollection is that the governor ran on a platform of doing exactly what he's doing, addressing the fact that the state is bankrupt. And how does he fix that? Well, he can't fix it if the unions won't let him. And he's going to have to find a way to put that state on an upward path rather than allowing it continue to go down, spending more than they take in.
Exactly.
And if the unions are going to try to prevent that, he has to do something about that.
I got an observation. You sound just like Dr. Demento.
What?
Dr. Demento.
Someone's going to appreciate that out there.
Why, somebody
The Funny
thinks
Five.
The guy used to do the funny radio thing.
Yes, you got the exact same voice.
Well, he's got a very distinctive voice. I know you could always tell Donald Rumsfeld when he was on TV, right. Even from the other room. You have a very strong, distinct voice. I have a couple of questions just out of curiosity I want to ask you.
Just an observation.
Mr. Rumsfeld, what type of aircraft did you fly?
I was flying, the last plane I flew was an S-2F, which was a Grumman anti-submarine plane.
Oh, that's cool.
Did you have more capability to fly it because of your lizard reflexes?
Stop it.
I've got a thought for you.
Okay, good.
Folks are looking for a present for friends of yours. I spent 8 days recording the unabridged version of my book. About 8 hours a day. And if you want to hear the voice...
And the voice, right.
What you do is you buy the unabridged version of the book, and then you can play it in your car when you're going to and from work, and I'll be right there with you.
I think you need that, Louis.
I'll be right there with you.
You absolutely do. I want to ask you one more thing, because I know you got to go soon. I'm a very, very strong advocate of the Second Amendment. I'm a lifetime member of the NRA. Are you a member of the NRA?
I'm not sure if I am right now. I have been, and I think I am.
And are you an avid shooter? Because I am, and I love it.
I have guns. I have rifles and shotguns and pistols and at various locations, and I'm an elk hunter out in New Mexico.
So you're a strong advocate of the Second Amendment, as I am, sir?
Have you ever shot a person?
No.
That's a great question.
I think everybody should be asked that.
No one asked you shot
Have you ever shot some? He was the Secretary
terrible.
of Defense. He was in charge of everybody that America killed for a very long time.
Oh, stop it.
I've been shot at. Does that count?
He's been shot at. That's crazy.
Next to President Ford when the bullet went right by his head and right by my head into the hotel in San Francisco.
Wow. Yeah. That was that crazy.
Were you ever shot
That
at
was that
with any
Manson broad.
other besides bullets, like plasma rays or anything else that are used
space
to take down?
Would you stop it, Louis?
Flesh-eating space lizards.
My God, man.
Who eat the poor.
Donald Rumsfeld, Known and Unknown, a memoir. I suggest anybody that's interested in the history of this fine country and the history of a patriot and this fine man, go out and buy this book. Thank you, Donald Rumsfeld. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Enjoy being with you.
I'm pretty sure you're a
Thanks,
lizard.
sir. He's not a lizard. Stop it.
Thank
you,
he
sir.
ate people once.
You should select your partners carefully.
I'm trying. I'm trying.
Just a local comic, sir, that we really don't know much about.
Yeah, I don't know.
He'll be
him.
gone tomorrow.
Thank you, sir.
Donald Rumsfeld, everyone.
There he is. Donald Rumsfeld. Quick, hang up the phone. Oh, my God. Oh, my dear sweet Jesus.
I can't believe you didn't let him answer.
Why did you keep? Because he wasn't ever going to answer.
Why not
that
just at least
say I'm not a lizard?
Hear his not answering. At least
He did.
hear the silence
He
of
did.
not answering.
He said I wouldn't answer that because
I didn't get to hear because you kept talking with other questions over
I'm
him
not
not
gonna
answering.
sit there and listen to the former Secretary of Defense try to defend that he's not a lizard.
Why?
Why
wouldn't you?
Why? Because
Why wouldn't you want to live that moment?
Because first of all, he's not a lizard.
Why do you want to be baby CNN instead of the only show that finally got the guy to say, okay, look, I'm going to finally say something about this lizard shit. I'm tired of hearing it. I'm not a lizard per se.
No, he said he wasn't going to dignify it. He said if he said yes or no.
That could have been a recording. What we just it could have been a dude playing like those prank calls.
No, it was Donald Rumsfeld.
But the thing got interesting when we asked him if he was lizard. It put a hitch in his giddy up.
You know what? He handled it like a gentleman and like a professional.
He handled it like a lizard who knows how to never answer.
No, he said, I'm not going to answer.
Did you hear at one point, and I wish you'd almost play it back, the first time I asked it, and he told that fucking psychotic story
it was
about a friend, some guy buying him dinner, and then he said, you're messing with the wrong people. He said that. Go back and play it. And then he bought me dinner. You're messing with the wrong people. And then I swear to God, he said it.
See,
go find that and play it back.
But it was because he was saying how people do find him fine and a great.
So what is
person
that? Why does that mean I'm messing with the wrong people? Unless he's trying to tell me
kind of
that I'm not going to make it home tonight.
Maybe he was throwing a subliminal thing out like you threw a subliminal lizard out in the middle of his discussion.
It was not subliminal. It was quite direct. I paid him respect. I said, you totally are this guy who's done these amazing things. I just want to know if you and Dick Cheney are lizards.
No,
when you ask somebody
if he ate human flesh, you asked if he ate human flesh. And that is not a question for the Secretary of Defense.
Well,
look, if he has eaten human flesh, we better find out. Louis, if he is a lizard, we better know because he's coming back.
If he ate Mexican babies, you asked Donald Rumsfeld if he ate Mexican babies.
If I was in his position, I would be I'd be happy for the opportunity to acquit myself on that.
Come on,
on that issue.
The guy doesn't have to.
What the fuck is it hurt a person to say no? I am not a lizard. No, I haven't eaten a Mexican baby.
Because then somebody in the press can write, when asked if he was a lizard, Donald Rumsfeld replied...
Told a story about the guy buying him dinner. What the fuck kind of a denial is that?
It's not.
What the fuck kind of denial is that?
No one would buy dinner for a lizard in a restaurant.
I believe
he
that
he was answering you through a story.
I believe that the space lizard baby eaters
he's not a space lizard.
He and Dick Cheney have some weird thing where they can't lie about it.
Listen,
where if asked directly, they have to say yes.
Oh, you think that's a?
They can either not answer, or they can't say, or they have to say yes. So they say, do anything. Tell a story about someone buying you dinner.
So you're saying that there's something ingrained in the lizardness that keeps him from saying,
just saying no, of course not.
They can't do that.
Can't do it. His lizard head comes off and the red eyes come out.
In honor of Louis C.K., I just tweeted, answer the question, are you a lizard? Hashtag are you a lizard? Louis C.K. wants to know. Pass it along.
I really want to know.
I can't.
I just want an answer, and I really was fascinated that he said, "Can you imagine what would happen if I answered?"
Exactly.
By the way,
could you imagine?
I asked him if we could wipe out France to save Arizona and Texas. would we do it? And he said, why wouldn't you answer?
Why would you?
Because the
As
answer,
Donald Rumsfeld, why would you answer that?
Because he may if he can't answer the question, that means he's had to weigh that, and he may have to do it. And he may have to do it. The fact that he can't answer that on the same level plane as can't answer that he's not a lizard means that they're both viable questions.
No, they are not.
Yeah.
Roland, do we survive?
I can't wait till Louis gets home, and it's going to be dark, and he'll unlock his door, shut it, and someone will go, "Leave the light off, Louis."
Well, his guy asked
Leave
me for
the light
Louis'
off.
email address.
Yes,
Did he really?
yes.
No.
Really, Donald Rumsfeld?
Let me
leave the light off.
Let me say hi to Brian in Pennsylvania. Brian.
Fellas, that was Radio Gold. That was a fantastic interview. And do you realize that you had one of the major chess pieces in world history? I mean, the last 10 years has influenced all of us as Americans. As
Exactly.
No,
absolutely.
Just interviewed. And you know what was even classic was that you can tell how much Louis C.K. is a fucking comedian. This guy could not keep it straight. He couldn't do a straight question.
No, I couldn't stop laughing. You know what? I was laughing because I was a little scared to be saying it. Like I was laughing nervous.
I was cracking up because Travis Teff, by the way, was popping up pictures of Donald Rumsfeld at the podium with a big lizard head, like a suit, a tie, and a lizard head. And I was laughing. I couldn't look at the screen because I was laughing.
Look, we all know Danny Ross sits in this.
It was a perfect interview because he's not going to answer really, really tough questions. So Louis kept it nice with the lizard thing.
I think it was fascinating to talk.
You certainly asked the
Donald
right
Rumsfeld.
questions.
I wanted to keep.
I like that I got a direct answer to how many people have you met that died by hanging?
Yeah, there were quite
and
a
he
few.
said more than one.
More than one.
Very casual.
More than one.
That was
Right.
Well, Saddam is a biggie. Maybe Chemical Ali.
Yeah.
You might have met him at some point.
At one point, someone in the background was laughing. One of his people.
Oh, one of his people started laughing.
We got the lizard comment. I got to hear it again.
Oh,
you got that?
Oh, no.
E-Rock.
Oh, no.
Here we go.
Yeah, play. This is the answer with the dinner thing. All right, play it until he says you mess with the wrong people. I want to hear that context. Go ahead.
The whole thing is a minute and a half.
All right,
that's fine. Where are we going?
It's interesting though because there are people who think. I mean, here's a guy who, met Eisenhower as a congressman, right?
I was running for Congress, exactly.
And worked for Ford and Nixon and Reagan and both Bushes. And there's still those people out there that think, Rumsfeld and Dick Cheney are actually lizards. Literally, there's people that think they're lizards from outer space.
Yeah, that's true.
Who eat human flesh. I don't know if anybody's ever asked you directly, sir, but are you a lizard?
I don't think.
Are
he's
you
a lizard.
actually? Can you just please give that a straight answer? Are you a lizard person?
Louis a little left-leaning,
No,
sir.
I'm not.
I'm deflecting.
Let him answer. Are you a lizard?
Here's the short answer. I'm in New York City. I walk down the street. People walk up, shake hands, stop me. They want an autograph.
They wouldn't do this to a lizard.
Go to eat last night at dinner, and Joyce and I were sitting there in the little Italian restaurant. and a man came up and said he'd like to buy my dinner, and I refused. And it turns out I paid for my dinner. The next thing I know, the waiter comes back and said the man insisted to pay for your dinner, and here's your canceled receipt for paying.
Oh, wow, that's very nice.
There's plenty of people that
you didn't answer the question.
He's not going to
I think you're
dignify.
hanging around with the wrong people.
He's not going to dignify an answer to. Are you
Stop
a
it there.
lizard?
Stop it
Louis?
there. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
He was asked if he was a lizard from space who eats human flesh.
Right.
His answer was, the short answer is, I was walking in New York City last night. We went to a little Italian restaurant. Me and Joyce had a nice dinner. A fellow wanted to pay for our dinner. Turns out we'd already paid for our dinner. Next thing I know, the waiter gives us a canceled check, says, it's on the house. I think you're messing with the wrong people. That was his answer verbatim. That was his answer verbatim.
I think he said you're hanging around with the wrong people.
Play just that last quote again.
Okay. You didn't answer the question.
He's not going to
I think you're
dignify.
hanging around with the wrong people.
Well, even what the fuck does that even mean?
He meant that we shouldn't be hanging with you.
Oh, is that it?
Yes.
You're so dead,
Somebody
Louis.
bought me
So
dinner
it's still
last
bad.
night.
It's
You're
still bad
hanging
for-
around with the wrong people.
It's still bad for you because he basically told us
You're
we shouldn't
dead.
be hanging with
You're
you.
so dead, Louis.
Because unless
Oh
you want
my
to be
God.
collateral damage.
You know what? You know what I say? Go see Louis C.K. at the Borgata.
I don't
When's
think
the
he makes
date?
it to April 23rd.
April
You kidding me?
23rd. You know
Come
what?
watch me be assassinated live
Buy a
like
ticket.
Malcolm X. Come watch a fucking patsy whose kid is in a cellar being beaten.
A patsy.
Shoot me in the fucking head in front of in front of the Atlantic City fucking half awake gamblers.
They're gonna walk you through the kitchen like Bobby.
In front of a bunch of comped Chinese guys.
You're just gonna
flew
get
in on jets.
Your head's gonna vaporize.
Yeah.
The point is still that
Lizard.
See, the reason why I
Rumsfeld
asked
said
him, because
you're
when I
hanging with the wrong
watched
people.
Rumsfeld, is that when I saw him do those press conferences, I always thought if somebody asked him something like that, are you a lizard that eats human flesh? He'd go, yes, I am. Next question. And it would be like, now we know, but who cares? They have too much power for anybody to do anything. He's an unelected official. He's a dangerous man. And he never has been. He ran for Congress once. Otherwise, he's never
There's
been fucking
dangerous people that have been elected. He was.
Sure.
He's a great man.
Sure.
Yeah.
Donald Rumsfeld, great man. That's what I say. That's my take
I mean,
on
look
him.
at his fucking face.
It's he's a handsome
That
man.
is an easy mask
Look
to
at the
zip
back.
on and off.
Look
If
at
I've
the
ever
back.
seen one.
He's not zipping
If I've ever
it. You
seen-
think he's zipping it over his lizard head?
Every few years they update it so he ages. they got a guy that they fucking took hostage from Lucasfilm, from the Lucas Ranch.
Industrial Lights and Magic.
Yeah.
When does he
That
go back to
ages him.
being a lizard?
What's that?
When does he just go back to being
And
a
he
lizard?
goes home. He's probably fucking sitting there as a lizard talking with right now.
Holy shit,
On the
really?
phone, he's sitting. I am not going to answer that question.
Do you think he's just
sitting there as a lizard with his little fucking green legs crossed?
Because he didn't have to be in public today.
That's right.
And his tail.
The guy laughing, if you probably play it back, you'll hear a lizard. The guy in the background. Yeah, he's playing with his tail. Whatever lizards do when they're
Twirling
on the
his
phone.
tail on the phone, not even answering your
Yeah, I'm not
question.
going to answer that. Get his phone number.
He's not a lizard. You are so
You're hanging
dead.
around with the wrong people.
Hanging around with the wrong people.
What kind of fucking answer was that? I don't understand it.
Here's the short
It's almost
answer.
like if you ask a computer a question that gets underneath its program, and it comes
And
back
it comes
gibberish.
out- it doesn't know what
like
it is.
that's how to find out somebody's a robot. You're talking to them, and all of a sudden you say to them like lemonade dog sauce, and they go 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12, 12, 12, 12, 12, 12. That's what that was like.
That's how Kirk used to get the
I'm telling
androids
you,
all the time.
I'm telling you what happened. I'm going to tell you what happened.
All right.
He is a lizard who presses these buttons to answer questions. Like he's got a bodysuit that goes on when he does press conferences
Right.
that he runs ergonomically.
Okay.
But when he's a lizard with his body off, he can't talk, so he just uses this button.
Oh, it's like a soundboard.
like your fucking
like a
soundboard.
sound machine or something.
Yeah, like
No shit.
yeah, that kind of. He's got
Okay.
a Rumsfeld loaded one of those.
Okay.
And I said, "Are you a lizard?" And he went, "Oh fuck!" And he fumbled and he hit the "tell the story about dinner" button. he tell the story, that nice story button.
Like when we hit the wrong
they
effect
asked,
sometimes.
he has a button. He had that loaded for like, "Have you enjoyed your time in New York?"
Yeah, yeah. So what have you been doing in
Are
New
you
York?
a lizard that eats flesh? Oh fuck! Well, I went to a dinner. Shit.
Here's a short of it. I was, and he's like, I can't just stop it now.
No, he has to listen. Yeah, he can't stop it
I gotta let it roll.
Yes.
So I gotta let the whole dinner story go.
That's what happened. I'm telling you.
Oh fuck, Louis!
He fucking.
God damn, man.
That was one for the ages right there.
He's not a lizard, I don't
Be
think.
careful.
But if he is,
Be careful what you eat in the coming days. There, Lo.
Yeah. Oh, you're gonna
Be
get
careful.
some fucking rice and stuck in your
I'm gonna
side.
only eat figs like Caesar Augustus. Fucking lived on figs till his wife painted poison on him.
We should take a break, I guess. What do you
Yeah,
wanna do?
please. Let's take a break.
And certainly getting props on the interview there.
Oh,
so.
it was a lot
nice
of fun
job.
talking to.
You
Well,
actually-
I had to be the straight
Yes.
man.
You actually did
Someone
a
had to
good
keep him
job
on the
at that.
fucking
No,
phone.
it is pretty artful how you're able to keep him on the phone after
You
those
had to
questions.
just blurt out another question, and you heard me going like, da, 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 da. All I'm trying to think of is anything I could ask him.
Wasn't
that
Reagan nice?
what kind of aeroplane did you fly? Christ, man.
Stay tuned. More Decade of Dominance to come. We'll be right back. We're back with more of the Decade of Dominance All Request Show. Call 1-866-385-4631 to request your favorite moment.
Hey, this is Luke from Jersey. I'd like to request the one bit where Opie and Jim break down the scene in Jaws where they discuss the USS Indianapolis and Quint.
By the way, I watched some of the Jaws on fucking Blu-ray.
Yeah.
Just for Robert Shaw.
Oh, yeah, he was amazing.
Robert Shaw, fucking amazing. He was great.
Amazing.
Yeah.
He's so goddamn good in that movie.
I love the fucking Lady of Spain when he's singing Lady of Spain.
Oh, yeah. Farewell into do.
Now-
yeah, that's great.
He wasn't nominated for an Oscar, right?
I don't believe so.
In that?
75?
Yeah, but nowadays, if Jaws came out with a performance like that, they would absolutely consider him. But back then, it had to be more of a class.
That's so fucked up.
Why?
I would assume like he would have been nominated at least. I really thought he was.
You said for that. What did you say?
I thought it would be amazing. Yeah, his.
Oh, I thought you
for
meant
him and Jaws.
like someone from Jaws being nominated.
Oh no, he should have been.
Oh, okay,
Fucking great.
If that was 75, because if that was 75,
well, who was up for the
Cuckoo's
award?
Nest won.
But we're going to know
Pacino
all
and
the
Dog Day
movies.
Afternoon was nominated, I believe.
He would be Best Supporting Actor, right? Officially.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so who was nominated that year?
Was that
Best
75?
supporting.
I believe it was 75.
Yes, I do believe.
This is 75.
All right, go with Best Supporting Actor. Best Actor in Supporting Role. There you go. So who was...
De Niro, Godfather 2.
Oh, a lot of
Oh,
Godfather.
that was 75? Oh, okay. Pacino got nominated and didn't. Art Carney won Best Actor that year.
Really?
Wait, who else? Jeff Bridges. I can't read that far.
And Best Actor in
Fred
a Supporting
Astaire.
Role. Yeah, it was Fred Astaire for The Towering Inferno, Jeff Bridges for Thunderbolt and Lightfoot, and then Michael V. Gazzo and Lee Strasberg, both for The Godfather 2.
You could have got rid of Fred Astaire. What?
Why would Lee Strasberg? I understand everybody loved Lee Strasberg, but he didn't give an Oscar-worthy performance.
Clicked his way through that fucking movie.
Unless Jaws was technically in the 76 Oscars?
76, Rocky won. I could just be off by a year. Check 76 then, my sweet.
Yeah, there was a spot for him to at least be
I
nominated.
hate that you can never tell which fucking Academy Awards goes with what year movie.
I know.
Pain in the ass.
Well, let's just do it to be on the safe side. Best Supporting Actor.
Well,
right there,
no,
right?
if that's Godfather 2 came out in 74, if it's a 75 Oscars, then 76 technically is the 75 year. That's what I believe in Cuckoo's Nest.
Oh my
won.
God!
Cuckoo's Nest won.
All right, so this would be the year officially, you think?
Yeah,
for Jaws. All right, so
was it
then
nominated?
You got
Yes.
George Burns in The Sunshine Boys. George Burns was great, but he played the exact same.
You don't
fucking
like
guy.
what you see here. Get the funk out.
There was no.
Yuck.
there was never a stretch with his performances.
No, never.
Who else there, Sam?
Brad Dourif from One Flew Over
Brad
the Cuckoo's
Dourif, you zilch.
Oh
And which one was he in?
It was Billy Bibbit.
Oh, right on. Yeah.
Brad Dourif.
How did he not fucking win? How did Brad Dourif not win?
They gave it to George Burns, huh?
Ah, those melancholy assholes.
George
Burns played himself. Who else?
Burgess Meredith
For Rocky.
No, The Day of Locust.
Oh.
Dave Locust.
Chris Sarandon for Dog Day Afternoon.
Oh, was he good?
He was good.
And Jack Warden for Shampoo.
You could put a Robert Shaw in there.
How did they
somewhere.
not at least nominate him? That's crazy.
He had so much Shakespearean work that was respected, though.
Man.
He was so good, man. In that.
he really is.
And nobody was. I was watching that, like the scene where they're in the fucking. They're in the town hall and the mayor's talking, and Shaw just like scratches the board. There's not one fuckable person in that room. Did we talk about this on Friday?
Oh yeah,
we did. Right? They were all ugly, and it's like now there's the obsession where like Ethan Hawke would have to be in it, but they were all older and fucking 40 and average schlumps.
And safe to say, they probably were a lot of locals. They just said, "Look, you want to be in this?" Scene?
That's not funny. I don't think that's funny at all. That woman.
Yeah.
Go
This
with
is
it.
payable by check.
By check,
But
or cash.
But now they're scared to use real people.
Yeah.
They're like, no, you'll look like the homeless guy instead of getting the homeless guy, right?
Yeah, or they'll use just a good-looking actor instead of an ugly actor, which is enraging.
Sure, but I bet you a lot of those were town people. They said, look, you want to be in this scene?
That great fucking mayor suit.
Oh, it's the
Mayor
anchors on
Vaughn's
it.
suit with the anchors. Oh, I'm on an island. I need a suit. It's got that dumb suit. Fucking great movie. Jesus.
I wish I could hear Robert Shaw sing the whole fucking song.
Oh, yeah.
And that speech, the Indianapolis scene.
Yeah, that's fucking
You felt
classic.
like you're on that
God.
fucking boat,
Classic.
didn't you?
So good.
You're like, wait, I'm on my couch, right? You really felt like, holy.
And he's smiling at one point, talking about something, and then he just gets all like, fuck, that sucked.
You know what my favorite line in that was? Because it was such a weird way to do it. It's like, I just watched, like, what a brilliant actor choice he made. Was when he goes, we realized no distress signal had been sent. It was such a weird fucking way to go up.
How you deliver that line like that?
It's just watch the way he delivers that line.
I say we play it.
Watch part of it. Play part of it. Yeah,
let's play it.
So, but
it's a great performance.
Japanese submarine slammed 2 torpedoes into our side, Chief.
He
was coming back from the island of Tinian to Lady. Just delivered the bomb, the Hiroshima bomb.
It's a bomb.
1,100 men went into the water. Vessel went down in 12 minutes. Didn't see the first shark for about half an hour. Tiger, 13-footer. You know that when you're in the water, Chief? You tell by looking from the dorsal to the tail. What we didn't know was our bomb mission had been so secret. No distress signal had been sent.
What's that? It's such an odd. Had been sent. How do you pick up on that? Because it amazed me.
I've noticed that through the years.
Because
as
an actor, like an actor to do this monologue, like every actor looks for monologues. That's what you do. Like, this is a good one.
My favorite part so far is how he just flipped the
hat off
with his 2 fingers.
Yeah. It's fucking
Unfortunately, they went with a cutaway shot. I always thought this was a one-take job.
Oh, yeah. No.
He was such a drunk. They probably couldn't get anything in one take out of him.
Right?
Yeah, because the reaction shot, and then there's a reset because now he's drinking a little coffee. But it's still, go back slightly.
But there was a fucking distress signal had been sent, and his mouth is open, and I'm just like, what an odd way to fucking take that line. Like, that's such a natural speech way to do it. I just watched it. I was like, oh god,
Brilliance.
is he great?
You're watching Brilliance.
He was great.
Yeah.
No distress signal had been sent. They didn't even list us overdue for a week. Very first light, Chief. Sharks come cruising. So we formed ourselves into tight groups.
And then little music.
It's kind of like old squares in a battle, like you see in a calendar, like the Battle of Waterloo. And the idea was, shark comes to the nearest man, that man he start pounding and hollering and screaming. Sometimes the shark would go away. Sometimes he wouldn't go away. Sometimes that shark, he looks right into you, right into your eyes. You know the thing about a shark, he's got lifeless eyes, black eyes, like a doll's eyes.
Like Steve Blatter.
What's that? He shakes his head disapproving while you're doing a bit. He stands there and he's giving you a jughead look.
And then you get your paycheck and you hear that awful high-pitched screaming and hollering.
Yeah, and they say, well, you were going to be there anyway, so we're only going to reimburse you a quarter of the expense.
Sometimes they reimburse you. Sometimes they don't reimburse you.
And I love how he drags his words. Like,
yes,
he's going, I had to roll over black. Like, he's just dragging his word. It's like one long word.
It works with the accent. His voice itself is just great. He's got a very good raspy, low voice to deliver a monologue like this. It's fucking great. Everything was great
Is
about
he
this.
hiding his accent by talking that way?
No.
I don't think he is.
Sounds very British.
He's got like that.
You think he still sounds very British?
Yeah.
Almost sounds like he's trying to sound a little American.
Sometimes you don't go away. Like, no, he just sounds like an old sea hand. I would do this wrong. Sometimes he doesn't go away. I would overdo it.
Sometimes
he goes away. Sometimes he doesn't. I would hit the table.
We got to get Rich Voss to do this one next time he's here.
Oh, God.
Sometimes he doesn't.
You read, Quint?
You bob upside down, Herbie, from Cleveland?
Cleveland.
Yeah.
And then a big old PPJ came and picked us up. Oh, wait a minute. It's peanut butter and jelly. A PBY. Why would a peanut butter and jelly sandwich pick us up?
Do you like him in this movie, Robert Shaw?
He's great.
He was also in the original Pelham.
Yeah, he was the fucking bad guy.
He was great in Pelham 1-2 Tree.
Do you have the death penalty in New York? And they said no. Pity, and he electrocutes himself on the fucking third rail. Is that how Travolta did it, or did he just do it on a massage table on the fucking the new Taking a Pelham 1-2? Get out! Put your fingers in my asshole. He was so over the. What? Is there any Taking a Pelham 1-2?
I know. Isn't it cool? Oh, when he does that fucking over the top guy.
Did you guys watch the making of Jaws? Someone is saying, and probably Ann would know, this part wasn't in the script. Rob in Pennsylvania, he says he went off on a drunken tangent. Spielberg made them keep rolling. That's why Dreyfuss had that shocked look, because Dreyfuss was like, "What the fuck
Dreyfuss
is this?"
would have a shocked look.
Really?
But I don't know.
But Dreyfuss is
I've never
smart enough to realize, whoa, I got to react.
He
to
might
this.
have improv
instead of going,
something,
"Wait,
but
this
I have
isn't
no
in the
idea.
script."
Yeah, right. When
Imagine
you go
being
like,
that guy. Excuse
what's
me.
he doing?
Yeah, what is he doing?
Script. Look, can we get the script girl here because this isn't in the script?
Does anyone know the answer to that? That would be.
You know what? It makes. I don't know. I read the book by Benchley. It's been many, many years. It is interesting to think if he didn't. This weird thing. There's one moment where it looks like he's about to say black, but he's about to say black, and he doesn't
Japanese
say. He doesn't say black. He says something else, and then he says black. Like he goes, lifeless eyes. Like he's about to say black, and he changes his mind and says lifeless, and then black. Black eyes like a doll.
That could also be just being a really good actor.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's amazing.
But it was almost like he was just talking and about to say something, and they just kind of kept it because it was a slight imperfection.
The whole thing to be able to just deliver a speech like that.
You're telling me
with like a story.
I could do it.
Telling me
I've done it.
Here's more background info. On the first day of shooting, Robert Shaw was so drunk they couldn't use it.
Oh,
he was a notorious drunk, huh?
Yeah, and he was torturing Dreyfuss on the set because he was he didn't love Dreyfuss because he was the young fucking pukey actor with no stage experience. and Dreyfuss even said, I saw part of the Jaws extras, and he goes that Shaw had given one of the great Shakespearean performances of all time. He was a great Shakespearean actor.
25 greatest unscripted scenes in films.
Wow.
It's in there.
Let's see.
Oh, I've watched this before.
Well, you haven't watched this before. You would have said that,
Come
liar.
on, Sam.
How long is this?
6.5 minutes.
That's all right. The 25 unscripted scenes. How do we know they're unscripted?
Yeah, exactly. You're a liar.
Because YouTube said
Louis Beans.
Louis Beans. I hate Louis Beans. That's so funny.
What is
Louis Beans.
What is this guy saying, though? Is he...
Answer to Opie's question. The shark wasn't working, as we all know, and that's what makes this film so terrific. We were supposed to see the shark a hell of a lot more.
We
right?
know that.
And Spielberg said, fuck, I got to shoot around this shitty shark.
Yeah.
And so they added the Robert Shaw part.
Wow, was that... Because it's a great... And then they start singing "Show Me the Way to Go Home." Man, I'm tired and I want to go to bed. All right. You don't need me to sing it.
So what does Robert Shaw just know everything about, like the Indianapolis and shark attacks, and off the top of his head the guy's name and Bozeman's mate for like that just
Herbie
seems like
from Cleveland,
Scott from
baseball
Cleveland.
player, sounds like a made up thing.
Does it?
And again, I could just be reaching. He's a British guy searching for like an American thing, and that Herbie, the baseball player from Cleveland.
That'd be.
All right, let me say hi to Scott. Scott, how do you know this to be true?
Well, I was on the Shark Week, which I watched all week like a loser. I was glued to my couch, but he didn't make it up off the top of his head. It was something that they were
maybe thinking of doing or something.
Yeah, absolutely. They needed filler after that dumb shark wouldn't work, so they added that scene.
Well, they added, but he didn't make it up.
Imagine how shitty the movie probably would have been if that shark worked.
Oh, God.
It probably would have been cartoony.
The shark worked, And they just had a bunch of it. The sharks like fucking walking on land, singing with a top hat.
I still get fucking like annoyed at even in moments in Jaws where they have the shark doing non-shark. I mean, they had to
non-sharky thing.
Like, the shark coming up. The shark just popping up on the boat or ramming.
Yeah.
A shark would never ram a boat.
Oh, you didn't like that?
I like it because it made the movie
shark.
good,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
the shark would never do
I don't
that.
like when they went for the cutaway and had a real shark. Like,
oh yeah,
that took me out. That's one of the
cage.
only.
It's the shark cage footage. Yeah, it's actually a little midgety guy in a smaller shark cage off Australia, and they had sharks swimming around. It looked a lot bigger, but yeah, the real shark didn't look like the fake shark.
No, that was probably the only
You could
flaw
tell.
I see that bothers me a little bit.
Wow, I never noticed that.
Yeah,
the cutaway to the sharks underwater. Let's go back to the speech.
Go back to the speech, Sam. Stop wrecking everything.
I kind of liked it.
Stress signal has been sent.
Sure, no, the stress signal has been sent. Signal.
I'm just gonna do that all day.
Harvey from Cleveland.
Another thing I got to do all day.
Harvey, the baseball player. He had his hat Ted Sheckler from Cleveland. And yes, we called Bill Tetley.
We went to the Emporium, picked up some sharking gear.
Seem to be living until he bites you, and those black eyes roll over white, and then you hear that terrible high-pitched screaming. The ocean turns red, and in spite of all the pounding and the hollering, they all come in, they rip you to pieces.
Describing Iraq at a steak dinner.
No, by the end of that first storm, lost 100 men. I don't know how many sharks, maybe 1,000. I don't know how many men. They average 6 an hour. On Thursday morning, Chief, I bumped into a friend of mine, Herbie Robinson from Cleveland.
Herbie Robinson.
Baseball player, bosun's mate. I thought he was asleep. Reached over to wake him up. Bobbed up and down in the water. It was like a kind of top. Upended. Well, he'd been bitten in half below the waist. Noon the 5th day, Mr. Hooper, Lockheed Ventura. So he swung in low and he saw us. A young pilot, a lot younger than Mr. Hooper anyway. He saw us and he come in low and
Can you
3
pause
hours
that
later,
even?
a big fat PB
Can you
white.
pause that even?
That was probably a shot. Had nothing to do with the movie.
Do you know how great that is? But what a great, young Lockheed pilot, even younger than Mr. Who, to deliver that line. I could just watch this all fucking
And make
day.
it look so
Dude,
natural.
that's literally as naturally as we're speaking now.
Yeah,
But he
yeah.
did it take after fucking take. Just
do that?
great. It's hard.
You do that.
It's hard.
The hardest thing is to look natural when you're being filmed.
Yeah.
It's just very difficult. That's nothing to him. He's just talking.
And this happens every fucking time. Guys, found this link. The monologue was scripted and even has wrong dates. It's always the case.
Of course. Ruin it, why don't you?
Yeah.
February the 22nd, 1910. It's during the Titanic.
Anthony?
Yeah.
Anthony from Queens. The scene was planned out that night. It was out the night before. It was not in the script.
See? Yeah.
And Shaw was drunk off his ass for the entire scene. So
He was for the whole movie. He was drunk. There were days they would not know. They said you never knew what you were going to get with him until you shot.
Wow.
Some days he was great. Some days he wasn't great.
Yeah.
Some days his liver would roll over black.
What did he die of?
I don't know, actually.
I think he had a heart attack.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, how long after this? Because Take the
after
Pelham
the
1, 2,
Deep,
3
I
was
think.
earlier.
Yeah, I think he did the Deep. Didn't he do? Was he in the Deep?
Yes.
Yeah, he was in the
And then that was it.
And the hat. He did the hat.
The hat?
Yes.
He did the hat.
So
He
he
put
only-
eggs in the hat.
He only lasts a couple more years, right?
What year did he die? 80.
The Deep was
78.
before 80.
He died in 78?
Yeah.
2 years later.
Yeah.
2 years later.
Yeah, it was really
How old
quick
was he?
after that.
51.
Man.
Wait.
Wow.
Robert Shaw
We're looking at a 48-year-old in that
my-
scene.
was only 51 when he died.
But he was 48 in
Oh
Jaws?
my God, come on.
No.
47 if you think when they're
47
filming it.
when they film, probably.
Do you know, I watched, it's funny, I watched an interview
Get
with Robert
the
Shaw.
fuck out of here.
From 1965, which was 10 years before Jaws. I watched, it was very bad audio quality. It's like a really rare interview from the BBC. But he looks 30 years old. And I'm like, how the fuck is that only 10 years?
Yeah.
I guess he
that
had
was a tough 10 years.
He was hitting that bottle, I guess, for 10 years.
Oh, man.
Holy fuck. Even the picture they're showing on the Wikipedia page, the black and white, he looks like he's fucking 50 at that point.
That's hilarious. That's old.
What year is that picture?
Old film.
71.
So
old
71
films.
is 8 years before he died, so he's like 42, 43 in that picture?
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
Something.
God damn, was he good, though. See if you find him in The Taking of Pelham 1, 2, 3 at all. Because he was so good, and then Travolta was so awful in that role. How did Travolta do it? Like all crazy and
He was insane.
You know, it's sometimes when you die like that, though, it's like you're a legend. And if you would have lived to be older, trying to capitalize on that speech, and it's just not as much impact. He's talking about we were at the carnival on the Ferris wheel.
Yeah, but
it stopped up at the top. We couldn't get down for an hour. My girl was screaming and hollering. Like, it's just not as. Doesn't have that fucking impact.
I dropped my cotton candy. Do you ever see cotton candy, Chief, when it falls out of a Ferris wheel? It tumbles end over end.
It just doesn't fucking hold the same.
Lands in the dirt.
But I mean, another 10 years, he probably would have had some respectable roles.
Maybe.
I wonder what roles he would have had that other people got, obviously, because Shaw wasn't around.
Maybe he'd have been weepy.
Oh, God. Yeah.
What's his name? Fucking Batman.
Since there's not much else going on right now.
Michael Caine.
Yeah, Michael Caine. He could have been weepy Michael Caine.
Would have had a few of Michael Caine's roles.
Yeah.
Over the years.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Master Wayne. I tried to help Master Wayne, but I couldn't.
I couldn't. You're the Batman.
You fat face Maggie Gyllenhaal. She has fucking fat cheeks like a chipmunk cheeks. Katie Holmes is much hotter, even despite the sore on her lip.
The bat signal hadn't been sent.
All the police were underground, Chief. And they were trying not to laugh in Bane's face with his sleep apnea mask.
I'm going to be saying everything like that
That's
today.
all I want to do is talk. I just want to go down the hall and talk. He said, I got it.
Speaking of which, where's a shark when you need us? Are we doing the rest of the monologue or what?
If you want.
Sure.
I don't know, man. I kind of like it. What do you think? Hit it.
I like when they start singing.
No reimbursement's been sent.
No, that was the time I was most frightened. Waiting for my turn.
Waiting for my check.
I'll never put on a life jacket again. So 1,100 men went in the war. 316 men come out. The Sharks took the rest June the 29th, 1945. Anyway, we delivered the bomb.
Yes, you certainly did. Oh, very pleasant.
Yeah, it gets all nice.
Hey.
Is it true the shark roars at the end of the movie?
Does it? No.
Mark and DC.
Mark, can we have a comment on that, Mark?
I think he's just making a self.
Oh, okay.
Mark.
Opie, I'm telling you, he absolutely roars. I love that movie. But at the end, he comes through the boat, in the big scene where he sinks the boat, and he roars.
In Jaws 4, people are saying.
No. Jaws, the original.
No, wait, is it the scene where he eats Robert Shaw, or is it the very end when... I told you, it's one of my favorite scenes ever. When fucking Scheider goes, "Smile, you son of a bitch." I used to pretend when I was a kid that I was in the pool in Edison, and I would have my daydream fantasies about acting out movie stuff.
Oh no!
And I would always daydream that I was fucking saving everyone in the pool from a shark, and I was doing that line.
Oh no!
I was young.
Were you trying to avoid missiles back then?
I said that when I'm going to spray a face shot in a girl here. Just smile, you son of a bitch! Hit her in the mouth.
He kept saying, "Show me the
tank.
Show me the tank.
Show me the tank."
But I would pretend that I was in the shallow end of the pool on a boat, and I hadn't explained why there was a boat in there or why there was a shark in the pool.
Right.
But I would just save all the girls.
You wanted to be the hero.
I wanted to be the hero
Jimmy.
instead of piss drinking faggot boy. Where's the shark roar, Sam? Stop fucking acting like you're Googling wrestling stuff. Find this goddamn shark roar.
He doesn't. I don't know if he roars.
Find the shark roar. Oh, there, Jaws roar right there. Cocksucker.
Let's see.
I'm gonna
show me this shit.
It's labeled Jaws roar.
It's a joke.
That's a joke.
But the fact that Quint slides right down into the shark's mouth.
Yeah.
That was just it. The sharks don't do that. They don't understand the fucking to tip the boat.
Yeah.
They don't know how to get treats.
But he was a smart fish.
He's a smart fish. He runs on the habit trail. Shark tipped the boat. I slide down the boat. He put the tank. Yet the shark's not smart enough to not smile. The shark's so smart he knows how to tip the boat.
Tip the boat.
He acts like a boy, but he's not smart enough to not smile when the bullets are being fired at him.
Don't make the shark angry.
Don't get the panda angry!
Worst piece of production ever made.
Wow. On
Ever.
any radio show.
On any radio show.
Yeah.
Worst ever?
Horrible.
I'll say.
We'll be back with more of your requests from the last decade of dominance. Welcome back to the Decade of Dominance All Request Show. Call 1-866-385-4631 to request your favorite moment.
I'd like to request that you replay the boys' take on the classic Rosie O'Donnell film, Riding on the Bus with My Sister, period. It was just fantastic.
When we, you want to do the Rosie O'Donnell clips?
Yeah.
Oh, of course.
From Tony Danza yesterday?
Of course.
There's an ad right here with her picture riding the bus with my sister, and that it's just it makes me angry how awful it is.
The ad itself is a Forrest Gump-looking ripoff thing. Yeah. They have her sitting on a park bench, a bus bench, whatever it is, with the clouds in the background, the same type of Forrest Gump look. I guess she's going for her Emmy. Is that what this is? She's hoping for an Emmy. Anybody that plays a retard on a TV movie is really gunning for that Emmy.
Yep.
Had her on Tony Danza yesterday. Somebody on one of the message boards popped up a website also. She has a photo website. You know how people have photo websites? You can post your pictures of your vacations or family get-togethers or whatever it is. She has one of those. And I went to it, and it's just her, they have one of her girlfriend there and her laying in bed together. A picture of her girlfriend's face looking all like they just woke up in the morning. Picture of Rosie's face on the pillow.
Rosie's a big fat mess, but she did well for herself.
Yeah, she didn't look that bad at all.
I mean, her chick. I mean, if you're going to be a lesbian, I mean, she did all right, man.
She did all right. And then she's got her pictures of her kids on vacation. It's like this. She's just got this need, I guess, to open her life up to the public like that. Like out of nowhere, all of a sudden she came out of the closet. Now everything. Look at these pictures. They're just like anyone's pictures that would be online.
What kind of an idiot would put their pictures all over the...
And she writes all personal stuff in her blog. Yeah, right. Yeah. Whoa, what kind of idiot would do that?
Yeah, man. Her.
See, look at the picture. There's the two of them in bed.
Where's the bed picture?
That was it.
That's the one?
That's back up. Back up, Eric.
Walk back.
Down. Yeah, right there. The two next to each other. You see Rosie's on the pillow or something.
Creepy. Yeah.
She's kind of a porker.
Oh, yeah.
Her girlfriend's a porker.
Wasn't she?
No, that's not her. That's her other friend. That's
Her
not
other
the one.
friend?
That's not the one she's sleeping with. That's the chick. I hate to admit this, but
You know who that is?
Yeah, she used to work on the Rosie O'Donnell show.
What faggot?
I know. I know. That's really bad.
Which is the one that she's up?
Which one is she?
That one right there.
Yeah,
the much thinner one. Yeah, it says us in L.A. That's her.
Us.
She's a hot
If
little
you keep
blonde.
going, I think there's better pictures of her. Yeah. But she was on Tony Danza yesterday. plugging her show, her movie. And I have been a fan over the years of made-for-TV retard movies. I love them. Can't get enough watching people try to act retarded. And like Jimmy has said in the past, for some reason that's totally acceptable. It's fine. People watch. They do little goofy things. There's always these comic moments where they're screwing something up in a retarded way and the audience laughs along, and that's fine.
Right.
But Jimmy gets on stage and does a retard joke, and, you know, you're the Antichrist, you suck, you stink, you should burn in hell.
Do a cute little reference about, like, yeah, hey, there's a retarded person. Let's pick up a stick and molest it.
Molest it. So what? The lacrosse team wants to do a little, have a little fun with her.
Yeah, so what? They throw milk money on her chest when they're finished.
There's no skill in acting retarded, too. None whatsoever.
None.
We've all done it our whole lives.
Why
our whole lives,
is it looked at like this big acting challenge that is so amazing when they do? It's the easiest thing to do. They all put on the stupid retard voice and walk around stupid.
Tom Hanks and Forrest Gump, he did a good job.
Ben's been doing it for years.
You got to give him credit. But a lot of these other movies that come out, I'm just reminded of being in high school with my friends, and we all did the retard voice and stuff, right?
I want to be like a normal person. There, give me a fucking Emmy.
If Rosie wants to win an Emmy, she should act thin. That would be impressive. Act thin and act like you love dick. Who's the thin chick with the cock in her hand? That's Rosie. Give her an award.
It's amazing. So she's got this movie coming out Sunday.
We have the
Please tune
Corky
in and
CD.
watch it.
We got to get the Corky CD.
Corky. Oh, Corky. But
singing
see,
Poison Ivy.
Now that guy should win an award because that's a real retard acting in a TV series. How they got him to do anything is amazing. You see some of these guys, they're just banging their heads, going crazy. And they actually, you followed direction.
Well, I bet you if you like look behind the scenes, right off camera, there's the director and his parents holding cow prods. So like if he didn't say his lines right, he got a good jolt right in the fat thigh.
Gave him a teaching.
We've interviewed Corky over the years.
Oh yeah. You I remember I was at the studio at BAB once, and it had a door with a little glass window in it. Little glass window.
I'm so proud of you that you remember this.
This one was
fine Opie moment,
shining moment. And this guy is peeking in the window. He looks in the window, and obviously,
and he's just like,
he has Down syndrome. And Opie points at the window. He goes, "Hey, look, Corky's at the window."
Joking,
because we start laughing.
Yeah, because that's what every time you see a retard, you go,
Corky.
"Hey, Corky."
It's Corky. And lo and behold, it was Corky. He was there to do an interview.
I didn't know it at the time, though. I really didn't.
But what are you supposed to do?
So we invited him in, and it was just awful radio.
They do
for
have a
5 or 10
similar
minutes.
look,
Was he nice?
Actually, he was really cool. I got to admit.
You didn't ask him about the script or the plot lines. Do you like cookies?
That was pretty much it. Blow a pinwheel in front of his face for 15 minutes and then send him on his way. Ooh.
He was doing a children's CD at the time.
Yeah.
Remember the creepy guys that were, his handlers or whatever you want to call them?
Weren't there a couple
following him around?
A couple of musicians that took him under their wing and had him singing songs? That was another thing. 2 guys decided they were going to hook up with Corky and have him sing on their CD. It was just awful. What were they doing? Songs like Poison Ivy?
Yeah, we used to have the CD, but
it's like Poison Ivy comes a creeping when you're better sleeping. They could just throw in this bad line every so often. Oh,
and they took him to Romania and put a little hat on him and made him dance to make tourists happy.
With a muzzle on so it doesn't bite anybody.
Or talk and ruin your day. What? What is he talking about?
What the hell is he talking about?
That's funny.
He's a blithering idiot.
All right, so we got some clips. Tony Danza and Rosie O'Donnell talking here.
Retard. Yeah.
Here's like an intro clip.
They gave me a copy of this movie. It's called Riding the Bus with My Sister, and it's directed by one of our dear friends, Angelica Houston, who we love.
Yes.
And Andy McDowell's in the picture, and it's Rosie playing a special person.
Yeah.
And
Jay's playing a retard. Playing a special person.
You know Tony Danza's like, hey, you're just playing a fucking retard, you know? You're a special person.
I can't wait till she thanks him for being the inspiration in the film.
Hey, you're welcome, all right? Jackass.
Tony's hungry today.
People just sound stupid and uncomfortable when they're trying to be politically correct. A special person.
He sounded completely uncomfortable. Playing a dumb special person. Special person. What does that mean?
Exactly.
That's not special. I understand you want to say they're special. If you're the parent of a mentally disabled child, I'm sure you want to say they're special. They're not special. They got a problem. Something happened.
Why is it only in that case where something that's not good is special?
Right.
Special is always good. Oh, look, my special girl.
Right.
Oh, look at that special gift I got.
Yeah, it's very special.
Look at my special child. Oh, the boy's in honor roll.
You're doing an HBO special.
That's right.
It's special.
Well, and there it kind of fits in.
Yeah, but when it's bad, because your kid came out with a couple of chromosomes.
There's a lot of people out there that would say that's not a bad thing that they had a special kid.
Really?
Yes. Ooh. That it has enriched their lives.
Oh, I know what they got. Whatever gets you through the day. I understand. Whatever you got to pump through your mind to make it so you don't jump out the window. I understand. I understand why you say special.
We all like lemonade, don't we?
Mm-hmm. Because if you don't say special, you'll lose your mind looking at the kid next door that came out perfect and plays baseball.
Yeah.
And doesn't try to eat it. I understand. Believe me. But it's not special. And hearing Tony Danza say special, you could just hear it in his voice. It's uncomfortable and not natural.
And you don't have to say, hey, look, I hear you're playing a dummy. But he could have said it like, hey, Rosie is playing a retarded person. There's nothing degrading about saying retarded person. Your growth mentally has been retarded.
Retarded.
That's what it is. Your growth has been, like,
right.
Well, in that case, it should be a stopped person. Because retarded implies that there's still some growth there.
So you're reversed. Yeah, but they don't like retarded because it implies that there's no room for growth there. Right. That they don't have the potential. And of course, they're special and do have the potential. They're not retarded. They are advancing on it. Retarded. Say retarded. Everybody knows.
All right, so getting back to the clip, Tony Danza starting to talk about the movie with Rosie O'Donnell.
They gave me a copy of this movie. It's called Riding the Bus with My Sister, and it's directed by one of our dear friends, Angelica Houston, who we love.
Yes.
And Andy McDowell's in the picture, and it's Rosie playing a special person. And here I have a picture. First of all, here's the character. Look at this. Here she is, as.
All right, who heard that?
I heard it.
You guys heard it, right? Okay.
Fat housewife.
Oh, look how dear she looks. Oh.
She's sitting there and she's wearing light blue shorts and one blue sneaker and one pink sneaker and socks.
She's our own girl.
She sure is.
Yeah, she dresses herself.
And she has fat legs with no bend marks in them, and it bothers me. Old clay legs.
So they show the pictures to the audience, and you hear one lady. We backed up, go, oh. You know what the reaction should have been from the crowd?
Oof. Or,
yeah, hysterical laughter.
And it just shows me there's a whole section of society I just don't get.
Oof.
I just don't get it.
Yeah. If you're awing this picture, just shoot yourself, please.
And here I have a picture. First of all, here's the character. Look at this. Here she is, as Beth, and I was knocked out, Rose. Beth. I was, first of all, this is a risky job. You take this job, you go, this is either they're going to tell me what am I thinking, or the other way. I think you've done the other thing. It's an incredible love story about siblings, first of all, which I love. And let me show you a clip of this. Let me show you a clip of this so I can be
is a fucking dummy.
It's an incredible love story between siblings, which I love. I love to sibble. I do that a lot. I enjoy it, the art of sibbling.
What a retard. He's a retard. Ugh. Trying to sell this like it's a big challenge, taking a chance to. No, it isn't. What else is Rosie doing? And her dopey audience will eat this up. Just lap this crap up. She's wearing a hat that she stole from the set of Blossom. Wearing like a My Little Pony t-shirt. She got Harpo Marx hair.
Yes.
What a wreck. Stereotyping. This is, I swear to you, it is so stereotyping retards. It is. It's a stereotype of a retard. The voice she does, her mannerisms. It's not like she's a great actress and studied retards and, got every detail down. This is her back in Comac in high school goofing on a retard. It's pretty much what she's doing, and they're filming it.
She probably had the same character during Powder Puff.
Yeah. Ugh.
Did you guys have Powder Puff at your high school? Where you do goofy skits for the rest of the school?
It was called The Talent Show.
Oh, for some reason they called it Powder Puff.
What, Harborfield?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Awful. I know.
Powder Puff.
Powder Puff.
Why would they call it Powder Puff?
I have no idea, man.
How gay is it? Well, but who put it on the drama
skits
department?
Were pretty, the skits were pretty gay.
Powder Puff.
It was pretty gay. It was pretty awful. It was pretty stupid.
There is not one
Powdery,
drama department
puffy.
in one school anywhere in the world that is not run by gay people. Not that there's anything wrong with it.
That's right. Yes.
Powder Puff. Oof.
When I was a little boy, I was in the school play, and I only had a couple lines. I don't remember them, but it was about a boy who was dirty, and I said, maybe we should have him dry cleaned. That was my acting line.
Did people laugh?
I don't remember. I was so scared. I stunk.
What play was it?
I don't know, dude.
Did you have poopy in your pants?
I'm sure I did afterwards. little rusty drawers, flattened shite, flattened from nervous boys sitting in it.
Maybe we should have him dry clean. Maybe you should be dry clean. You stink. I crap myself.
All right, back to the clip here, guys.
About siblings, first of all, which I love. And let me show you a clip of this. Let me show you a clip of this so I can before we
What is this, Britney Spears?
No, not Britney.
No.
And you're a
I'm a retard. I'm on the bus. La 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 la. I'm on the bus.
She's doing fucking Pee Wee Herman. What is that?
Oh. Good morning, Mr. Breakfast.
What was that? Oh, God damn it.
And Tony Danza is giving her props.
Yeah. This is amazing.
Oh. Let's hear a little more.
Let me show you a clip of this. Let me show you a clip of this so I can before we
What is this, Britney Spears?
No, not Britney. I'm Cole Beth. And you're Adolfo and you're new.
How'd you know my name?
You're new. Because I know everything. Listen, you had to stop on Carlton Street.
Carlton's not a bus stop.
Oh, listen to Henry. You have to stop there because Miss Pack has a swollen up leg and she has to go to the doctor at 11. So stop on Calder Street, Rudolfo, and listen to me because I only tell you 2 times. That's it. Then you're on your own. Morning, Mr. Breakfast! Can I have some Mr. T cereal? Okay! Pity the poor fool! Don't eat my cereal!
God damn it, that's funny.
Clip. Wait, I gotta compare
You
the
have to
two.
stop!
What a mess. It's the same. She's doing Pee Wee.
I would love to talk to the crew of this movie.
By the way, that scene was hysterical in the movie.
Wait.
Doing the Mr. T cereal.
I pity the fool!
Play that clip again, and then we'll play the first part of the Rosie clip.
Morning, Mr. Breakfast! Can I have some Mr. T cereal? Okay! Pity the poor fool! Don't eat my cereal!
What is this, Britney Spears?
No, not Britney! I'm back! And you're Adolfo and you're new!
How'd you know my name?
You're new! Because I know everything! Listen, you had to stop on Carlton Street.
Carlton's not a bus stop.
And listen to Henry. You have to stop there because Miss Pack has a swollen up leg and she has to go to the doctor at 11. So stop on Calder Street, Rudolfo, and listen to me because I only tell you 2 times. That's it. Then you're on your own.
Morning, Mr. Breakfast! Can I have some Mr. Cheese cereal? Okay! Pity the poor fool! Don't eat my cereal!
Great. Her great acting job as a retard is Pee Wee Herman.
She's ripping off Pee Wee.
Okay!
Where's the bus gonna stop?
Oh, my God.
Look who's on the bus!
Cowboy Curtis! Hi, Cowboy Curtis! Captain Carl! Captain Carl!
Here comes Miss Yvonne, Captain Carl!
Unbelievable. It's Pee Wee. It's Pee Wee Herman.
I bet you, too. I haven't seen the clip that she's not getting on a short bus.
No.
It's regular. No,
No,
I've
it's
seen
a
the clip.
regular bus, yeah.
It's a regular, like, city bus.
Oh, city bus. Okay. I wasn't sure if it was she was getting picked up for school or something.
Oh, my God.
I do like the fact that the driver scolds her.
Yeah.
It's not a stop.
Not a bus stop, you tard.
That would be worth it if everyone in the movie talked to her like that, no matter what she said.
Just
no,
all
it's
nasty.
not.
No, it's not, dummy.
Good try.
I'm sure you'd have that little chit-chat if that happened in New York City with one of these New York City bus drivers.
Yeah.
I'm sure he would be just as polite.
You know what you'd hear? Shut up.
Shut up and sit down. I'm
We
late.
have to stop. We have to stop at the other stop.
No, we did. Shut up.
Shut up.
Sit in your seat or I'll throw your dumb ass off.
Right. There's no chit-chatting going on.
Shitting and chatting. Shut up.
You and your fat Stretch Armstrong legs.
No bend marks.
No bend marks at all. Not even a dimple.
So what do you think's going to happen to Rosie in this movie? We should take bets.
Oh, how does it go?
You know there's going to be that dramatic moment where maybe she gets lost or something, and now she's all confused looking at the big buildings.
That's definitely going to be a scene where she gets lost.
Gets lost, starts looking at the big buildings, and eventually I bet you they find her at the end, and everything's going to be okay.
Yeah. I think that's just a sub thing.
And then,
I think the whole thing is going to be the fact that somebody will think that she's not capable of doing something. Maybe even her sister will think that there's some kind of shortcomings because of her being a retard. But then she will show everybody that she is indeed capable and inspire people.
I think what's going to happen is that Rosie doesn't know how to express herself. And they're going to wonder through the whole movie, why does she buy tacos and then just rub her face in them and go,
It's going to be a story of
maybe the other
inspiration.
sister, Andy McDowell, has some kind of illness.
Ah, maybe.
Oh, they don't work.
Oh, sorry.
Oh.
I'm trying to use the phone.
That's when she's at a payphone, I think.
Oh, these are more clips of Rosie. Oh, okay.
Yeah, these are more clips.
I thought we only had the one.
And then I guess she gets into an exchange about who the bus driver is, and the bus driver doesn't know who she is.
No, you are, but what am I?
Well, that didn't make sense.
I meant to do that.
Okay.
Here you go.
Okay.
And she has some fun in the movie, too. Then she can't really hear the bus driver, I guess, at one point.
What? What?
Yeah.
All right, now.
I cannot wait to see this movie, by the way.
I can't wait for this show.
For how I'm bashing this, cannot wait to see it.
I just want to know what the conflict's going to be. There's going to be some stupid conflict.
Yeah.
Dumb conflict.
Yeah.
All right.
Can't just be her riding the bus the whole movie, can it?
No. That'll be perfect.
I hope there's the little problem. I hope there's something. Does she do a crying scene, you think? You think there's a retarded crying scene in it?
No, but I'm sure Bob Kelly will be crying when he watches the movie.
Him and his bum leg.
Jesus.
That's right.
You know, it's so sweet, the siblings, and I love that.
You blubbering gimp.
He'll be on the couch eating ho-hos, just going through tissues.
We're halfway through this Dennis Hopper's going to call. There's a retard on the bus. If you don't hand over the money, I'll have her talk until everybody kills himself.
Okay.
Did they chat a little after the clip?
We got that. Here it is. The fake laugh.
And then he laughs like a retard.
Yeah, this is where it picks up right after the clip plays, obviously. They're going back to Tony live.
Sweet. Very sweet. Yeah. I haven't been able to watch it, truthfully.
I haven't watched it.
No, I watched some of the early cuts when Angelica was putting it together, and honestly, all credit of this movie belongs to her. The woman is not only the best actor we have in America, but she's an amazing director, and I had to cry a lot in this. I was very scared of playing a role that's so challenging, and she made it easy. And
Let me just give you, this is a kid who, her life becomes whole when she starts riding the bus.
Yes.
All the buses. She knows all the bus drivers, all the passengers. She knows everybody and everything about them.
Right, and that's sort of all she does. She has a form of mental retardation. She falls somewhere in the autism spectrum, and she will only do the bus. So when the buses are off on Sunday, she just waits at home until the bus is. She's the first one at the stop. Every time she tells people who's been on, who's been off, and she knows everything there is to know about the buses. And
did you meet the real Beth, or?
You know, I didn't.
Because she's a real person.
She sure is.
That's
and her
right.
sister
My
Rachel
girlfriend,
takes care of her, and Rachel sort of felt it would be very disruptive for Beth to meet new people, and so I didn't meet her. But I have a friend who has a sister named Cynthia, who is very much like Beth, only instead of the buses, she loves Broadway.
Oh, no kidding.
So she knows everything about Broadway, what show was on where, and what theater, on what day. And so I went to see a few shows with Cynthia, and a lot of my character is based on Cynthia, as well as a tape that I saw of Beth. But I never did get to meet her, although her whole dream of her life is to go to Disney World. So when the movie wrapped, I got her 4 tickets on the sleeper bus, the Greyhound bus, to go to Disney World.
She'll meet new people.
Right, she'll meet people on the bus, is what I thought. So
I
they're
hope
gonna
it ends up on the side of a
she'll
ditch
be well
on
enough,
95.
you know, they have to wait until she's in a place where she understands that she's going to go, and her therapist will go with her. And, but I hope she gets to do that.
I wonder if they put her on the bus so the fucking dummy didn't charge the cockpit. Put her on a bus.
That's great. That's great for the poor minimum wage Disney employees down there having to deal with that.
Yeah.
Oh, great. Thank you, Rosie. A sleeper bus.
You're just a wonderful American. You always do the right thing. I gotta
Like
tell
it's not bad enough to be on a bus either, you know? To be on a bus, and this nut's got to be on there.
Little kid at Disney. Mommy, who's wearing the dumbbell costume? now.
Now. Jesus. Oh, that ain't good.
Oh, that bugged me. What a method actress. Yeah, I watched the tape. Boy, way to throw yourself into the role, fatso.
Didn't even meet the girl. I guess she would have been, like she said, too... which only goes to show you she's probably 8 billion times more crazy in real life than Rosie's playing her up to be. Rosie's going to play her up to be, you know, oh, look how sweet and look how functional. And
she should have got ready for the role by sniffing glue.
Before every take, just put that bag up to your mouth, sniff paint, glue, paint thinner.
Jesus, De Niro would have done it.
Hey, how did you prepare for the role? Well, I crawled into my mother's womb and I had her drink.
Big bag of lead paint chips, just chowing down.
Seeing some stupid movie, make believe it's popcorn.
Oh, cutting her own oxygen off for way longer than she should.
And when I start to black out, take the bag off my head.
Yeah. Hey, you know, De Niro would have done it that way.
Right.
Everyone knows what he did to get ready for the Raging Bull.
That's a real actor.
That is a real actor.
Not this. She watches a tape of a retard and she's got it down.
Yeah, goes to a Broadway show with someone who just ruins the play for everyone. Right.
Why is that person doing that? Shh. Yeah. Oh, just the shushes that must have been going on. That's pretty. The dress is up. Shh. Shut up. Dolt.
Imagine getting stuck behind that head.
Big giant head. Can't see the set.
I had to wait a year to get these tickets.
See anything.
Right, I can't see anything.
This daytime hack just gets front row.
Oh. Steve C's there.
I just wanted to say I thought you did a wonderful job.
Bravo.
Could you cut some liners for us?
Steve C's a big Broadway fan.
No, is he really?
Yeah. Goes to a lot of shows.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah,
Yes, he does. Let's go to Zach.
Yo.
Come on, Zach.
Hey, I know the dramatic event in Rosie's movie.
Huh?
Bob Kelly's going to take her to the basement and hold a rock over her head until she puts out. Bunching out, boys. Have a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know,
what are you doing?
I'm being gangbanged.
we haven't explored this emotional side of Bob Kelly. We have to call him and see if this is the type of movie he would cry over.
If he knows that we're all looking, he probably wouldn't.
Yeah.
Because he'd fight it, but alone on his couch.
If he was home alone, he'd be blubbering.
With that dumb leg up, smoking a cigarette. Dude, Bob will do this. This is what Bob does. He rehearses what he's going to say. This is what a bore Bob is, and I hope you're listening, stupid. You'll show up, and he'll just sit down, and he'll be like, dude, and he'll just start talking, and it's like, you rehearsing, motherfucker. Don't have these.
He rehearses like just conversation.
Bob wants to be smart, so he'll walk around the house and just go, dude, and he'll like pontificate and sound smart to him because he's an idiot. And then you sit down and you're like, you are fucking. What is this droll nonsense you're firing at me, dude? The government. Shut up. Shut your mouth.
We got to get Bob Kelly on today. Ben's listening. He'll try to get him.
I want to punch him right in his bad knee, right in that ripped tendon. I want to just drill my fist.
You're calling him? Good. Waylon from Georgia.
Yes, I have a little thing. I say we hang her, then we skid her, then we run her over.
Not even going to wait for him to finish.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he was doing a lot.
All right. Pat from Boston.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey.
I think on the bus she's going to get her period, and her sister's going to show her how to put on a pad, and then everything will be okay.
The pad.
She's
punching out.
Now, make sure you roll it up in tissue paper and put it in the nearest waste paper basket.
And wave it in the bus driver's face.
Just slap him in the face with it. Blindside him. While you're putting your fare in, just pull out your used pad and whap him in the face with it.
And we'll see what kind of patience the bus driver really has.
Smack it over his mouth in a mock kidnapping.
Joe from Chicago.
What's cracking, boys?
What's up, Joe?
Lacking.
I've been listening to you guys for about 2 weeks now. I am infected.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Joe.
Oh, is it me or does Rose look like a half a retard already?
Rosie?
She looks like she already has Down syndrome.
She kind of has that look, the big fat head.
They had to keep stopping her going, look, could you look a little smarter?
This girl isn't really this stupid.
I think
the only good ending for this movie would be if she gets hit by a bus.
Imagine the ironic ending. Yeah, go for the ironic ending. She actually gets hit by a bus.
The bus runs over her retard head and breaks its axle, and she survives.
See that big thing pull away.
What happened? What an annoyance. You're trying to go to work, read the Times. And so-and-so, shut your face. Ugh. Oh.
Alice, some retard got on my bus today, just yapping. Yapping.
Big head takes up that whole mirror that they get to look in the back seat with. You move that fat thing.
You private us.
I'm not. You're a retard.
holy crap.
Clear the field, some men are going to drive some retards around.
Stupid.
A mere bag of chromosomes? Just wish I could do the voice.
I don't even have that. I don't do the voice.
Gee, I never knew Davy Crockett was so dumb.
Harvey. I got a friend Beth smarter than you.
One of these days, pow! Right in the fat tongue.
Oh my God. Because you're a mongoloid. A mongoloid. Mr. Fabersham, if you think I'm driving that retard around, it's out of the question. Out of the question.
Beth, you've come back. Oh, my head.
Yeah. All right, let's move on here. Let's go to Mandy. Hey, Mandy.
Hey, what's up, guys?
What's up, Mandy?
Nothing. I wanted to tell you that this is based on a true story.
Yes. Yeah, Rosie was sort of saying that in that last clip,
It
I
was
guess.
based on a true story, so I know how it ends.
Oh.
So if you guys want to know.
Hell yeah, we want to know how it ends.
She gets a bum leg while Rosie, the retard, she gets a bum leg and her sister has to come and it ruins her life. And then the bus driver takes over and takes care of Rosie.
The bus driver takes care of
She gets
her.
a bum leg and she can't walk, so she has to be wheeled around. And the bus driver comes to the rescue and takes care of her, and she lives at his house.
Oh.
So it's not that great of an ending, but
Lives at the bus driver's house. Jeez, what's happening there?
Yeah, what is up with that?
Little diddle. I wish you could take a little diddle.
all right, guys, punch it out.
All right.
Bye-bye.
That's what he was saying to her. Her little dumb face in the pillow. She's confused. That's right. Earn your keep. Earn your keep.
What is Eric?
I didn't know what the rest of this was.
I think I know what he's saying.
Okay. Eric from Staten Island.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey.
I got a sneak peek of the movie. The subplot is the bus gets a flat tire, and Rosie, with her retard strength, picks up the bus because they didn't have a jack. Punch it out.
With that retard strength.
I got it.
This bit is picking up momentum, boys and girls. Let's go to Chris. Hey, Chris, you're on the Opie and Anthony program.
Hey, guys, doing?
We're having a good time today. I hope someone's enjoying this crap.
Hey, I'll tell you what, man. The retard stuff is not funny, but I was laughing my ass off. That is some funny shit right there.
Oh, all right. We turned you around a little bit.
Hey, get a load of retard over there.
Mom. Yes, honey? You know we were talking yesterday? Yes, we were. Do you know about periods? Yes, what about periods? Do you have periods? Yes. All women have periods. Tell me what happens. Blood from inside of my body comes outside from an opening between my legs. Do you have a question, Jill? Yes, I want to know if Susie has periods. Susie? Yes, Mom? Jill wants to know something. What do you want, Jill? Susie, do you have periods? Do I have periods? Jill, all women have periods about every 4 weeks for 3 or 4 days. When I'm on my period, blood from inside of my body comes outside from an opening between my legs. Well, Susie, what about my teacher? Does Miss Jones have periods? Yes, Jill, your teacher, Mrs. Jones, does have periods. All women have periods about every 4 weeks for 3 or 4 days.
Well?
That's from the Tradables audio, yes.
Good morning, Mr. Tampon.
You should see. Did you get a chance to watch the clip of the
I still
period
have not
video?
seen the video. It's up
I
on
couldn't figure out what the
foundyourmusic.com, right?
Who the little girl in this, the retarded little girl that they're teaching, looked like, and then I realized because I watched Close Encounters, like one of the aliens that come off of the ship.
Yeah.
Her face has that same look.
Okay.
And the older sister is telling her about periods, pulls down her pants, and shows this used pad, this big old 50s pad.
You can get to the video clips by going to OpieAndAnthony.com.
Yes.
I'm a little distracted because the listeners are taking over the bit slightly here. Joe in Jersey. Go ahead, Joe.
Hey, boys.
Hey.
My favorite part of the movie is when Eric Logan takes her to his barber. Punching out.
Oh, God damn. Oh, over the fence with that one.
The listeners are taking over, Anthony. Let's go to Tom on Long Island. Go ahead, Tom.
Hey, what's up, guys? Jimmy, love you.
Thanks, buddy.
Hey, I heard the sequel to this takes place in Israel, and Rosie's wearing a big puffy coat on the bus. Watch it out, guys.
Oh, wow. Duke in Jersey. What's up, Duke? Duke?
Yes, I'm here.
What's up, Duke?
Oh, I was just going to say that Rosie has to go and rent out all of Giovanni Ribisi's movies to research her retard roles.
Yes, Giovanni Ribisi, the
Rosie
extraordinaire.
All right. We have a third clip, Anthony, from the Tony Danza show from yesterday. Is this another clip for the movie or the same clip? No, it's the same clip. Oh, hold on, buddy.
It's same clip, but without the Tony Danza stuff around it. It's just the clip from the movie.
Oh, man. We're going to have to wait till Monday.
I can't believe we have to wait.
Monday, we're going to have probably 20 clips.
Why couldn't we get a screener copy of this? They wouldn't send one over? We should be able to see these in advance so we can comment. We're probably going to give this show great ratings. People are going to watch it just to see Rosie's standout performance as a retard.
It's going to be hilarious, the confusion at the Hallmark offices, like when they get the overnight ratings. Why is this show #1 men 18 to 34? We made this movie for, middle-aged housewives.
Housefraus.
Yeah.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Well, let's listen to the clip one more time, then. This is the only one we got.
I know. I can't wait.
What is this, Britney Spears?
Okay! No, not Britney. I'm Cool Beth, and you're Adolfo, and you're new.
How'd you know my name?
You're new, because I know everything. Well, listen, you had to stop on Carlton Street.
Carlton's not a bus stop.
Oh, listen, Henry. You have to stop there because Miss Park has a swollen up leg, and she has to go to the doctor at 11. So stop on Carlton Street, Rudolfo, and listen to me because I only tell you 2 times. That's it. Then you're on your own.
Morning, Mr. Breakfast. Can I have that Mr. Cheese cereal? Okay. Pity the poor fool. Don't eat my cereal.
All right.
Hack has a swollen leg.
Aw.
See, they're making Beth look like she's the helpful one. Like she knows everybody in the community.
How could she be retarded, yet she knows everything? She could remember the names of the passengers and the bus drivers and the bus routes. It's amazing. It's special.
And the only thing she enjoys is riding the bus.
Riding the bus.
And that's the only thing she can't do anymore. There you go. Because she has a bum leg.
She's got a bum leg. So she can't ride the bus?
Yeah.
And that was her whole life.
It must be like what? What kind of bum leg? A Mabel King bum leg? Because that's a bum leg. What kind of bum leg? That she can't ride the bus and the bus driver takes her in. Oh,
you know there's something going on there, absolutely. Ugh. His poker buddies come over. They'll jump on.
Hey, George?
Hey, guys.
What's up, George?
Hey, the interview between Tony and Rosie. Which one was the idiot or the retard? Fuck, punching out.
You, wow. You are.
Wow.
You had a good one, too.
Stuttering prick you.
Which one's the person? Nervous zilch.
Stay tuned. More Decade of Dominance to come. We'll be right back. We're back with more of the Decade of Dominance All Request Show. Call 1-866-385-4631 to request your favorite moment.
All right, what do you want to do, riding on the bus?
Yeah, let's get into that a little bit.
I just think we should watch where the jokes go. I think that, let's not target the mentally challenged.
I agree with you. Yeah.
Let's take the high road.
Yeah.
All right.
I like how he actually, even though it's radio, he puts the serious face on. You know, guys, like there's not even a hint of a smile.
I'm a method actor.
He's
I can't help it.
He really has to get into the character. You know, all right, let me really think that I don't want to make jokes about this.
All right. I'll wait. Okay.
Here was Rosie O'Donnell.
I gotta admit, I took a peek after Family Guy.
It was not just an awful movie because of the content and Rosie O'Donnell being a horrible actress and just running through as a parody of a retarded person. The movie itself, taken just as a movie, was so bad
It was so disjointed, and there cliches left and right. They kept throwing in these little things that lasted for a second that were supposed to make you think about something, I guess. I don't know. There was one part where they tried to get into this little story of this pervert that drives around and gives Rosie O'Donnell's retard character a stuffed animal in the car and goes, "Here you go." And he looks all ratty, and he pulls up slowly as she's walking on the sidewalk, and she grabs the stuffed animal and then walks a little like, "Oh no," and puts it in the garbage and goes, "That guy always tries to give me things." And then that was it. Dude, it lasted for like 5 seconds. Like, oh, the retards have to watch for the perverts. Yes, okay, I understand where they were going.
Because that's what's happening out there.
Yeah,
what is the pervert retarded too?
When you looked at,
I think that you're missing the message, Anthony.
Yeah,
the
what was
message
it?
there, that's the message to the parents. Where if you have one of these, this is what you should do with it. Walk right outside, lift the lid,
toss it in the garbage. But they tried little things like that, like they were trying to make these points. But they were covered so quickly, like, okay, let's cover the pervert trying to pick her up. All right, let's get the mean, intolerant people on the bus. Like, she gets on the bus, and there's the bus drivers, which are all, every one of them, very tolerant, very nice to her, very understanding. And then a couple of passengers that, as viewers, you're supposed to hate. Because they're like, what is she doing on this bus? She doesn't have the proper pass. She's annoying. And they're saying all this out loud, like no one would ever speak this shit. You say it under your breath, and you kick them while they're not looking. Fun things like that.
Pinch their side fat.
Yeah, oh, get away from me. And then one of the most unrealistic parts of the movie, when somebody getting on the bus needed a nickel, didn't have a nickel, and a black gentleman actually gave a nickel.
I saw that scene.
I'm like, stop it.
That was Rosie's sister there.
He looked like a thug. He looked like a thug, but he's very charitable.
Well, then she tries to give him $1, and he's like, "Yo, lady, you can't buy anything for 5 cents nowadays." Something like that.
And then there was one intolerant black woman. Rosie gets on the bus, and she starts making retard faces at these two black children that are sitting there. And the black woman saw that the children were making faces back, and she kind of takes them by the hands and moved her seat. She went to the back of the bus, which somebody on Whackbag right when it happened wrote, "Wow, I guess old habits die young," or something like that.
Old habits die hard.
Oh, I suck.
But apparently,
die.
What's your favorite song? Only the Good Die Hard.
Only the Good Die Hard. Oh, what a tool! I stink.
Now we knew what you meant.
Yeah. So did I. Fortunately, it came out of my mouth like diarrhea.
That's all right.
Jim in Philly thought the movie wasn't that bad. Jim?
What?
Yes.
Hey, Jim.
All right.
Yeah, I
hey,
like
faggot.
it very much. Yeah, I'm a faggot. Hi, Jimmy. I bought your new CD. It's pretty good.
Thank you very much. Why are you breathing like you just ate it?
Oh.
Because I'm a fat fuck.
That's honest.
Well, there goes that question.
Wait, you like the movie there, Jim?
Yes, I do. I had a retarded sister, and it brought back a lot of things.
Did she ride the bus?
That's terrific. That's terrific.
Bus.
No.
So it brought back a lot of what? Like a lot of memories?
A lot of bad. Oh, yeah, a lot of bad. My brother and I were constantly in fights, protecting her, and, because people would make fun of her. And
That
shit.
seemed very unrealistic.
Yeah, what would they say to your sister?
What would they say to her?
A lot, hey, you fucking retard.
Okay. Yeah.
But she didn't talk like fucking Pee Wee Herman.
No.
Nah.
Is she still around?
Pee Wee Herman, but she died when she was 26.
Hello?
Yes.
Oh, there you go.
What that you guys can't. That's not cool, man.
That's
What did she pass away from?
Well, they said natural causes, but I suspect it was sleep apnea.
Why a lot of retarded people have the sleep apnea?
Well, she was heavy, too, and I have sleep apnea because I'm a very heavy person.
I thought it might have been that big,
450
thick tongue getting in the way while she was sleeping.
Oh, God.
Could have been.
She ain't heavy. She's my retarded sister.
That's true. Very, very. And I do drive a bus in Philadelphia, and we do get a lot of retarded.
You do. Are you the tolerant bus driver?
Sometimes not.
Yeah. Wow.
when they stand up in the bus and they start fucking hollering and screaming, you know, you got to kind of put it in.
Yeah, that's great.
And this guy
what
had
you
a
wanna
sister
deal
who was,
with.
he had a
You know,
sister
I
that
mean,
was retarded. He's not tolerant.
You just want to get through your day driving the bus, and you get this in the back.
Make sure we stop at that other bus stop.
But the one truth in the story is a lot of them that get on do know everything there is to know about buses, bus lines, and everything.
Yeah, that's
They do
quite
it
a resume
for-
stuffer. Great.
well, most of them don't work, or they do menial jobs for the IRS.
Why do they choose?
Wait. Who do they work for?
I get a lot of them that work for the IRS, International Revenue Service.
International Revenue. Did you say the International Revenue Service?
I deserved the car crash on that.
Of course you did. That was a bus crash because retards working for the IRS was the joke, and international, they don't tax us in Greece and Europe and here. It's internal, sir.
The International Revenue Service.
All right. Well, Jim liked the movie.
Yeah, and I appreciate you tooling on me.
All right, Jim.
Bye, Jim.
Jim has
Have a good one, guys.
You know what I liked? I liked those Die Young movies. The 3 that came out. Bruce Willis.
Old habits die young.
That ass.
All right, here we go.
God.
Riding the bus with my sister. What else were you going to say about this movie?
Another thing that was going on during the whole thing, and I don't know if this was just part of Rosie's contract or the character was supposed to be like this. She was eating in every scene. Eating in every single scene. And she was unhealthy. She went to the doctor, and the doctor told her she's overweight and stuff. And somebody pointed out on the message board that this doctor is bashing Rosie's character, yet it's still Rosie that she's telling is unhealthy. The only difference is this retarded character didn't wash her hair. That was like the only difference between the retard and Rosie. So this woman's saying that how unhealthy and fat Rosie is as the retard. Meanwhile, she didn't have padding on or anything. She's just fat.
Oh, that's great.
So they're pounding her.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Fat clay legs with no bend marks in them.
And, I know it's very, hack as a comics to talk the big head gag. Yeah, big head. That's a big head. But her head is giant. She has that big fat head. And at one point she was getting a hairstyle. Her sister took her, and they formed her curly locks into a perfect mullet. Could not possibly have made her look more retarded.
You know who should cut her hair? David Ferry and Clay Shaw.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
Yeah, I got JFK. Yeah, I got you. Didn't really go over well, though.
All right.
You want to play some clips,
You didn't say Die Young.
Well, he did.
Here's Rosie's character on the phone, I guess.
I'm trying to use the phone!
No, that's Pee-wee.
Yes, Daddy.
Hi, honey, you okay?
Yes, I'm okay because I'm the sheriff.
Okay.
Yeah. You have to take me to Super Save tomorrow because they're having a sale.
Okay, I'm gonna pick you up at 6.
Yeah, 6:30. I love you. I have to go catch a bus.
I have to go catch a bus. Oh, you are a bus, you pig.
Okay. Why are you so tolerant with the retard? I'm the sheriff. No, you're not, stupid.
I'm the sheriff. Somebody had the storyline all wrong also. They told us that at the end she gets a bum leg.
Yeah.
And has to live with them. And then I realized that was the storyline of Bill. Somebody was trying to fool us.
Oh, okay.
That was the storyline of old Bill. Remember
We don't
when
have our
Mickey
Bill
Rooney
clips.
Played a retard.
We have to get the Bill clips.
I had a bad leg, and I have to live with Barry.
And that's what happened. He had a bum leg. He would have had to go back to the home.
Oh, okay.
So he lived with
someone got one
Dennis
past us,
Quaid.
huh?
I know. I didn't realize it until last night when I'm like, hey, wait, it didn't end like that.
That's one of our favorite comedies.
Of course it is.
How did it end? I didn't see it.
Well, it ended the sister. Well, the father that she's talking to on the phone, he dies. He winds up dying. And now he took care of Rosie's character for the most part. Rosie lived alone, but I guess he helped her out, whatever. So now the sister, who is a very successful career woman, has to now come and kind of take care of her a little bit and leave her job for a while. And she winds up breaking up with her fiancé because of the problem with the sister. And
yeah, that would happen in real life.
Yeah.
Of course.
because
Cheese sandwich.
Sorry.
And it's now the movie is pretty much the sister trying to get a better understanding of her retarded sister because they haven't been together in years. She's been busy career girl, doesn't even acknowledge she's got this retard for a sister.
What's there to understand?
Nothing. This movie was so shallow and had nothing to it.
They can't even watch the same TV programs.
So they drive on the bus together, and then Rosie tries hooking her up with the bus drivers. This is my sister, and she broke up with her boyfriend, and she reads books, and she... and she just kind of smiles like it's okay, instead of slapping her on the face and telling her to shut up like any normal human would do.
Should have pinched the back of her arm and just said, "Shut up,
Yeah, shut up. Ow!
Here's the argument on the stairs, Anthony. What was this about?
I don't know. I couldn't even understand the movie. All right. I was a retard watching it.
What do you think you are, a hippopotamus? The way you clonk down the steps every morning? Some people are still sleeping.
Not you. You're not sleeping. You're complaining. That's what you're doing. You're the hippopotamus.
Yeah, that was her walking downstairs.
Wow, there's a lot of fat jokes in this movie, huh?
Well, yeah. Well, she's fat. Yeah, big black woman is yelling at her for clomping down the stairs.
Every day you are first person on my bus.
Yeah.
She'd kill somebody to get on first.
I wouldn't kill.
She's got no place to go, just rides around all day.
So it's a free country. I'm a person. I buy my bus pass for $40, and I'm first always, so that's why I'm first.
Yeah, you're doing it on the government dole. Why don't you do something useful in your life?
Okay, Henry. Where is Beth going today?
I'm gonna go to Elma, and then I'm gonna catch a bus with Rick.
Ah, Rick is your new favorite.
Yeah, because he has a green card. He's cute.
The green Mustang, very classy.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think he's gonna take me for a ride in it.
What about your boyfriend? What about Jesse?
Jesse's delicious. He's gonna take me today to get a new toilet seat because mine got broken and was sliding. So I would fall off of it like, whoa.
Fat ass sitting on it. Fat retarded ass broke the toilet seat.
Why did somebody cut Henry off? I really liked him.
Henry was telling it like it is.
She had a boyfriend, by the way. Mm-hmm. She had a boyfriend, Jesse, who was this big retarded black guy. So she and apparently they were having sex and everything.
Was he saying "Como"?
Como with glass dildos. Como. Yeah, that was another, this whole thing was just full of this politically correct drivel. Just awfulness. Like the people in the bus, the angry people, why don't you get a job instead of being on the government dole? And you're supposed to look over and go, yeah, that person's mean and awful. Oh, and it's like every 2 seconds these little things were popping up. The intolerant gang of white guys that beat up the black, that were trying to beat up her black boyfriend on the bicycle, and he knows Taekwondo. Rosie's the retarded black boyfriend. So he's got
the retard strength too.
Yeah, he had the retard strength, and he kicked ass.
Gotta be kind of stupid to take on a guy like that.
People started getting ready to attack him, and Rosie goes, "It's getting hot in here! It's getting hot in here!" And he ran over in his Taekwondo duds.
They criticized her, and he went, "You motherfucker!"
Chris on Long Island. Chris,
what's up, fellas?
Hey,
don't think that Rosie sounds like Barney Gumble from The Simpsons?
All right, that too.
That's good.
Sometimes it's Pee-wee. Sometimes it's Barney.
It's just minus the burp, right?
That's good.
The worst part of it is I was only able to whack my bag twice during that movie. Peace, fellas.
Very good. The guy had a really good call.
So wait, not only was Rosie a retard, but she was in...
Oh, yeah, a two-time disappointer of the family.
Oh, my God. Father's like, it just couldn't get any worse. Daddy, meat. I stand corrected.
Okay, it can.
That's nice. And both races will be destroyed. They'll create a mongrel race.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, that's great.
Andy McDowell was the sister.
Yes.
She was the sister, and I guess the beginning shot, the opening shot of the movie was pretty good. She's kind of laying back on the bed, and her nips were showing through the sweater.
Yeah.
So that was like the best part of the movie.
My savior.
I'm not your savior. I'm just Beth. Cool, Beth.
Beth, my girlfriend.
Oh, it's boring clothes. What am I scaring you? Want me to scare you? Boo, boo, boo!
Beth.
Yeah.
Pay her no mind. She's just a harmless retard. Just don't make eye contact.
I'm hearing you!
That is hilarious.
Oh, is that the best line ever?
Another intolerant person on the bus.
Meanwhile, to me, those are the best people so far.
Of course.
Henry and those two.
Henry, an intolerant person. It's just a harmless retard. Don't make eye contact.
Absolutely true.
Oh,
Big dummy with panda legs. That's what she has. Legs like a fat white panda. She should be tugging a windbreaker through a cage. Fat whore.
I'm hearing you! Rick, when you gonna take me for a ride in your car with a green car with my caseworker?
Oh, Olivia, huh?
Yes, Olivia. She's pretty and she's nice. Oh, that's a house where me and Eugene lives. I think he's a jerk. You think he's a jerk, Rick?
I don't think he's a jerk. I think he's a little impatient.
Yeah, well, he put up that sign in the bathroom that says only employees can use it.
That didn't stop you, though, did it?
No, because I'm a person and it's just a bathroom. If I use it, I don't think I'm hurting anybody.
Yeah.
That's great. Employees work all day.
Sometimes I go in there and I
lump.
don't have to go to the bathroom just to wash my hands and make them mad.
Just to wash my hands.
Ah!
How stupid can one person be?
Sometimes I just wash my hands.
You work hard and that dummy walks in and takes one of her retard dumps. There's gum and pennies in it. Little shards of glass and fur.
Gum and pennies. That was part of the movie was that she ate everything, which is good for Rosie O'Donnell. But as a kid, they did a lot of flashbacks where they showed her as a little kid, which is great for the kid's image as an actress. You know, you're really good. I think you can play a fat retard. Here you go. You're the fat retarded girl. And she was eating everything. She was outside eating dirt. They had her eating dirt. They had her eating paint. The paint, she's trying to do a little painting, and she was eating the paint. And that's what Rosie grew into, somebody that just...
Oh, my God.
The inside of the toilet looks like Dreyfuss's living room in Close Encounters.
This means something.
I got a big... There's a mountain in my toilet. I don't know. Maybe if I put some lines in the side, it'll ring a bell.
Be realistic, Rick. Be open your eyeballs and you can see that he's a little bit of a jerk. Oh, Chanel, you're growing.
Yeah, I'm big as a truck.
Oh, sit here, sit here.
You want to feel them kick?
Pregnant woman.
Cut on?
Go ahead. Put your hands on my tummy. He's moving all over the place.
Well, oh my goodness. Oh, Rick. Rick, you want to touch that?
I'm driving here, Beth.
Yeah. Yeah, I have something to show you.
Oh, yeah? What?
Look. Look. These are my niece and my nephew, Alex and Maddie.
Adorable.
Yeah, I love them so much. I never met them, but my brother says he's gonna bring them over, Bobby.
Sure he is.
They're cute.
They're so cute.
Thank you.
Is the pregnant woman patting her own stomach and looking at the retard and then looking up going, please, God, please, please. Hey, Rick, what are you doing? Stop singing that song. It's going to get you fired.
Oh. Wow. Man.
Okay, Jesse, here they are. I like the fishies. What do you like?
This one's soft.
Retarded
Oh, but Jesse, that one's ugly. Nobody wants to sit on that. You know me. I'm fussy.
Put on.
Yeah. We need some help, okay? Can we have assistance, please, in row number 1 for toilet seats? Hello? Toilet seat assistance in row number 1. Thank you.
Okay.
Who runs this joint anyway?
What?
Pee-wee.
She's
and
atrocious.
Sweet Corn Smile from Syracuse. Rosie sounds like the Saturday Night Live skit Amy Poehler does as the little girl. Yeah. Wreck.
Hey, over here!
Oh, she is awful.
Oh, this is great.
It is so bad. It's such a bad. You can't get over the put on retard that she's doing. This over the top bad. That's what I say. Oh, it's horrible.
So far, Henry and those other two guys are my favorite characters on television.
Henry. It sounds like the Cookie Monster a little bit, too.
C is for chromosome, which I do not have. Today's show is sponsored by the letter U. Ugh.
All right, I guess this is where the movie gets very dramatic, Anthony. The father has a heart attack.
Hangers are more for just hanging your clothes. Hangers are used for things other than just hanging your clothes.
Oh,
the father has a heart attack?
Yes, this is where the father dies. I guess they have to call up Rosie, and she runs to the hospital, and it's trying to be a touching scene, and it was nothing but humor. Just funny.
When was the last time she saw her father?
Talk to him all the time on the phone.
But he was much too busy to visit her?
No, I guess he would visit her too and give her things. So, I guess they were close.
I tried to reach you at home, but I missed you. You must have already left.
Yeah, well, I was here. Would you like a cookie? It's chocolate flavor, very nutritious.
Eating again.
No, thanks. But is there someplace we can go?
What for?
Beth, your dad, yeah, I'm afraid your father's had a heart attack.
No, Lydia, my dad's taking me to super save. I'm gonna go get Rick's boss.
Beth.
Now.
Beth. Slow down. He's had surgery. I think you might just want to. Oh, move! Excuse me, sorry. Excuse me, I just gotta get past.
The running retard
What's wrong?
scene. The panicking
Beth's
retard.
dad is in the hospital. Massive heart attack.
You okay, Beth?
Yeah, time to start the bus. Let's go.
I'm pretty fucking soft. I'm okay.
You're going slow, Rick. I'm gonna report you.
Beth.
No, Olivia. Everybody has a schedule. I've got a schedule. I'm gonna go on Happy Timmy's bus today. That's why it is.
Beth, can I call someone for you?
Rick, you're cute, but your clothes are faded and they're not very nice. If you look at my clothes, they're very bright. I give everybody lots of color.
Oh, where is he?
St. Matthews.
Beth, listen to me.
No.
Your dad's in the hospital.
Yeah. I have to go to the hospital.
I'll take you there.
Now you're rude.
There's other people on the bus, by the way. And he's just gonna, hey, we gotta go to the hospital.
That would happen in real life.
Excuse me.
That would happen.
Fired.
Where's your pass, fatso? I don't have it. Then get off.
You would be fired for that.
Of course. You can't take the bus off the route.
All right, now she's visiting her father in the hospital.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, no.
More assignment.
Where's my daddy? Where's my daddy? Move!
Running through the hall.
He's in a coma. He's unconscious. He won't even know you're here.
Yes, he will, because he's knowing.
I think it's important for Beth to see her dad.
I want to see him!
Father's like finally in peace.
I didn't want you to
He's
see
just
him
pretending
this
he
way.
can't hear her.
It would upset you.
It hurt you. It's me, the sheriff. Dad, can you hear me? Oh, Dad. You were going to take me to Super Safe today. You had to wake up. You had to wake up. It's you and me. Now we make a good team. It's you and me. You're not going to die, is he?
Okay.
Please, not so loud.
But he's not gonna die,
Maybe
right?
you'd like to come outside and sit down.
Baby, you should do something. You just stand there. You're doing nothing.
Beth, please, calm down.
It's time we let your dad rest.
No, it's not time. I'm gonna stay here. It's not time.
You have to cooperate.
You are not my mother. You're not.
Thank
That's
God.
my daddy.
If I was, I'd have thrown myself down the stairs.
Oh my God!
Yeah, that was the heart-tugging scene. That was
the
Rosie crying. Now she's got to move on and get along without her dad to help her.
So
that's where her sister.
I mean, there's a
comes
ton of clips still to go here. Which ones you want to go to?
No, let me see. They all stink. Birthday party on the bus.
How about the ones where bees sting her fat legs while she rolls around confused in the yard?
It was just such a horrible movie. It's just her walking around pretty much doing what we've already heard. This bad retard voice put in situations that garner her no sympathy whatsoever from the audience watching. She's just an annoying ugh. And, oh, well, there's the Hallmark retard commercial.
All right.
They were, now, during this whole movie, which was sponsored by Hallmark, 29, sponsored by Hallmark, every commercial break, there were like 2 of these drama commercials. They went on and on forever. And it was supposed to, you know, be feel good. And one was how this little boy comes home from school and his teacher gave him a card because he was nice to another student who was like developmentally challenged, I believe. And the mother's very proud of her son for helping. And another one was this woman who's very successful comes back to visit a teacher that taught her, this old man. I guess it looked like he was retiring too. Gives him a card and stuff. And he says, wow, you've done very well in life. What are you, a stockbroker or a lawyer? And she goes, no, I'm a teacher. And then Bob Kelly bursts into tears.
What did the card say? Roses are red, violets are blue. Thanks for wrecking our family photographs, you genetic disaster. You. No, you.
And then there was this one.
All right.
Which was, I guess, this woman. She's in her office. She comes across as a very stuffy, all business kind of woman. She leaves the office and goes to, I guess it's her brother, her retarded brother's house. Yes, Jimmy?
Oh, no.
I'm just thinking of another card you give to the retard. It's a picture of a dumpster in the back of a Planned Parenthood, and the card says, wish you were here. Oh, my I'm crying.
Yeah, so she goes over her brother's house, I guess it is, and he's got Down syndrome. But he's very self-sufficient, and she gives him the card. And it's her interacting with her retarded brother.
Hey, Dave.
Hi, Trish. Come on in.
You show me around?
Sure. This is my living room.
Great.
And this is my TV. And down the hall.
It's where I jerk off 23 hours a day.
This is my bedroom.
Talks like Dugout Doug.
And this is my kitchen.
What are you cooking over there?
Oh, I'm making vegetable soup.
Looks good.
Hungry?
I'm always hungry.
Not for your vegetable soup. Sticky, nasty fingers in there.
I know. Oh, vegetable soup. It's a bowl with 3 of its friends in it.
Thanks. Let me take a look at it. I'm so proud of you.
He's reading the card.
I'm proud of you too, Trish.
They had a close-up of his hands as he's opening the card.
Right.
And you would think that they would have told him, hey, clip your nails. He had these Ricky the intern nails. They're big and pointy, and they were on the ends of fingers that looked like. You ever see a gecko, the lizard? Like they got those fat fingers on those little stubby. That's what it looked like. Like gecko hands.
His hands were
claws.
His hands were all burnt because he wasn't heating up the soup. He was heating up his own hands.
He was stirring it with his hand. I called the carrots Bob. Shut up.
Stupid Hallmark cards.
God, they got cards for everything. Now they got cards for retards.
You just learned to wipe your bottom. Happy 35th birthday.
Bingo Pants from whackbag.com. Bingo Pants.
How you doing, guys?
What's up?
Want to see if, since Hallmark produced this thing, do you think they're now going to have a section of cards for retards? Like they can get their own parents and anniversary cards saying, "You guys, thanks for not taking a hanger to me."
Yeah.
Punching out, guys.
Yeah.
That'd be good.
Too late.
Man, I noticed a couple more clips here that we want to play.
All right, let her rip.
Well, Beth wants to have a baby.
Oh, right.
This might be worth playing.
Yeah. She wanted to have a baby because she's in love with her boyfriend Jesse, the black guy, retarded guy, and they are having sex.
Ugh.
But they had a flashback scene where apparently the sister there and the father were a little leery of this whole thing, so they had her tubes tied, and she couldn't have a baby, and she was very disappointed with that. I guess smart parents, though.
Absolutely.
Smart father and sister.
Should have given her a
Sorry, go.
Oh, it's okay. I was just going to say they should have given her a hysterectomy. But I stopped myself short because I didn't have anything else, and I was actually hoping the clip would play because I was like,
Yeah.
And then you stopped it, and I'm like,
Could have tagged it with a spade shovel.
There we go.
Oh, Shanae, your baby. Can I hold her?
Oh, Beth, I don't know. It's so tiny. Oh,
Give
of
the
course you can
retard the
hold
baby.
it. Are you sad?
10 years since I can't have a baby. That's what I'm thinking.
Are you sorry now that you can't have a baby?
I don't know. I don't know the baby. Maybe that baby would cry all the time. But I would love it. That's the most important thing.
We thought we were doing the right thing.
Now look, Beth, how much did you do with this Jesse?
Okay, hold it. Flashback. This father asking, how much did you do with this Jessie? Like they're trying to figure if she's sexually active, and if she is, they got to get her tubes tied. And one of the highlights of the movies are later on in this scene, I guess it's in the clip, as they're wheeling her gurney through the hospital. She has a few comments to make.
And I also have to know, did the camera pan to her legs and the baby legs, and you couldn't tell which was which?
Big, fat, dimpled knee.
The thing is, you could get pregnant if you're not careful. And everyone knows you're not very careful. I'm sure this Jesse guy is very nice, but do you really want to have a baby?
I might.
Babies are not dolls. They're not puppies or kittens.
Babies get sick. They need constant attention.
How would you manage that, Beth? And you can't even hook your own bra. Do you really want to take that chance? Do you want to have a baby?
Hook my own bra. They make them without hooks.
Can't hook her own bra because she's too fat. Big pig. Has nothing to do with being retarded. Then they show her getting her tubes tied. Do we have that?
I don't know.
What track is that?
I don't think.
You
no.
better have that gurney wheeling down that hallway.
I don't know if we do.
With her comments.
Let me try this. There's a conversation about getting her tubes tied.
All right, let's hear that.
I don't know if this is. I don't.
I'm good with kids. That's what I say because it's true.
That's right, Beth, and kids love you.
Yes. I can't have any kids.
Beth.
That's true. They had my tubes tied up. But that's okay because then I don't have to worry when I'm with Jesse. You know what I mean? Do you like marshmallows?
I love marshmallows.
Me too.
We got something in common.
The kind with the sugar on the top?
I haven't had those.
Yeah, I have them sometimes. They're holiday. They make them for holidays.
Hi there, Jesse.
Jesse! Jesse! That's a good man! Jesse!
We know, Beth. So shut up.
What'd he say?
So shut up.
We know, Beth, so shut up.
I don't know, Ann. I think that's it.
Oh, they're wheeling her down the hospital hallway on the gurney, all ready to get her tubes tied, and she starts moving around. She goes, I changed my mind. I changed my mind. And she's screaming, I changed my mind. Hey, keep wheeling her right through. This ain't your decision to make, stupid.
That's right. I don't care what the birth certificate says, mind of a 6-year-old.
And they clip her anyway.
All right, then it's Beth and Rachel say goodbye, and then Beth back to riding the bus. So everything's all...
Oh, it ends happy?
All nice.
Yeah, it ends
right?
same way. It ends actually with the clip that we played on Friday.
Oh, okay.
So,
Ew.
We're done.
Yeah.
We're done with this.
There was nothing to this. This was a non-movie. Aside from her walking around sounding like Pee-wee retarded. Oh, imagine her and that black guy just going at it in bed. But you know what? You got to think it's probably pretty cool for them. It's just pure pleasure. There's nothing rattling around in that head to distract you.
That genital mixer probably smells like a Reuben.
Oh, God.
Two unwashed fat dopes.
We'll be back with more of your requests from the last decade of dominance. We're back with more of the Decade of Dominance All Request Show. Call 1-866-385-4631 to request your favorite moment.
I want to hear when Jimmy Norton flipped out on that trucker asshole, told him to flush his XM, buy a Sirius, and fuck his mother.
Let's say hi to Dragon Wagon.
Yeah, guys, you totally.
What?
What? You broke up.
We
What
can't
was
hear
that,
you.
sir?
Totally offended me today.
We totally...
I was an over-the-road truck driver, and this nudity thing that you all are talking about is ridiculous.
What are you talking about?
The what thing, sir?
Could you take an antihistamine before you call next time, you clog-nosed idiot?
You guys are disgusting. I mean, I turned it on. I'm calling XM and complaining about this channel. That's all of this to it.
Really?
Yes.
What don't you like about the channel?
Well, you guys are hacks. You want to be Howard Stern. I mean, it's indecent. It's immoral what you're talking about.
You know what you should do, sir? Right after you call XM, you should drink a fifth of Old Grandad and then drunk drive into a schoolyard. No one cares about you, or if you're offended, block the channel, stupid. It's an XL channel. You can block it. That's why XM has that.
You need to F you. That's what you need to do, okay? I'm hanging up.
Hey, good. Hang up, cancel XM, and drop dead.
Let's not go that far.
All right, don't cancel. don't cancel XM.
Go to listen to XM Kids or something.
Yeah, Yeah, exactly. Maybe that's the wrong thing to say in front of Eric Logan.
And this guy now he's listening to himself. He'll be listening.
Listen, I'm going to Sirius Radio.
Good. Go to Sirius Radio. There's a fucking dog for the thing. They stink. You're gonna have to drive a truck to have Sirius. Throw it in the back of the truck. You fucking hick. Die.
See, get in front of me and I can run you over.
Why don't you fucking blow your nose before you call a national radio show, you crank-doing jerk-off?
Now he's listening to himself.
Of course he is.
Yeah, he'll be listening.
Of course he will.
He'll be listening.
He'll call tomorrow.
And he doesn't even have the balls to say fuck you. We're uncensored, pal. You can say fuck you.
I don't believe in that.
You don't believe in that? You're a liar and you're a failure.
No, I'm not a failure.
Yes, you are.
I'm an over-the-road truck driver.
Why don't you have your fucking sinuses fixed?
I'm an over-the-road truck driver.
Yeah, all truck drivers are over the road, stupid. They don't go through lawns and pools. You redundant shithead. I didn't hear you, sir. I'm doing drugs and surviving an incest experience.
Drink up for the Dragon Wagon.
Is that his name? Dragon Wagon?
Dragon Wagon, you got your ears off. Oh, yeah. I'm sorry, you sounded like you had more brains on the radio.
We've got a long way and a short time to get there.
Hold on, sir.
He's found just like romantic run.
Wait, Is your name really, dude? Is your name really Dragon Wagon? You're a grown man with a name that rhymes.
Hey, slow down with the weird grown-up names. All
Nah,
right?
that's a childhood name. At least it doesn't rhyme. It's not Mopey Opie. It's Mopey Opie, Slim Jim, and whatever the fuck rhymes with Anthony. I can't think of anything.
Schmanthony.
What you don't understand, I'm out here busting my ass for you people to be doing your dumb radio show.
How are you busting your ass for us, stupid? You're busting your ass to put food on your fat wife's table. We have nothing to do with it.
Well, at least I got a wife, and I don't go to bed with another man like you.
I don't go to bed with other men. If I was, I'd molest your children. What do you think of them apples, fat boy?
And what are you going to do when we stop delivering our loads out of here and you don't have toilet paper to wipe your nasty rear end?
I don't need toilet paper. I hire prostitutes to clean it with their hands. And my father was a truck driver, so I like truck drivers. It's you I don't like.
No, you're the type that voted for George Bush, aren't you? You're the type that...
No, sir, I don't vote. I talk a lot of shit, and then I sit home on Election Day. That's the beauty of me.
But you're the reason the fuel prices are so high in this country driving...
I'm the reason, you motherfucker! You drive a truck! I have a Saturn. I cruise prostitutes in Manhattan.
Your food has to get there.
You have fucking 80 gallons of fuel in your vehicle. I go a month on a gallon of gas. 43rd Street to 15th Street. Circle for 4 hours, back home.
Why don't you get you a Toyota hybrid?
What?
Why don't you get a Toyota hybrid or something that saves fuel and running our fuel prices out?
Why don't I get a hybrid? You're driving an 18-wheeler.
Yeah, but I have to do it. This is a purpose. You know,
it's a purpose. What are you talking about, dude? What the fuck are you talking about? You're not this man who's making a difference. If you died, some other fatso would sit right where you're sitting and go, drive, gas, go. Nobody would miss you. He could go home and fuck your wife. She wouldn't even notice it wasn't you.
Well, I'll tell you what. You just keep on going down with your little radio show. I'm calling XM. I'm making a complaint.
We got the head of programming is right here.
I've logged.
He's not happy.
I got it.
Dragon Wagon is not happy.
I have it.
Yeah, Dragon Wagon.
I will pray for you.
We got it.
Pray for you.
You're going to pray for me? Do something else while you're on your knees in a rest area. You fucking fat glory hole loving nobody.
I will put you on my church's pray list.
You do that, and then you should fucking hook it up to the church. I fucked that one up. Fuck.
You were rolling.
You were rolling without an error for the whole time.
That's all right. I just couldn't think of the jerk reference real quick. Dragon Wagon got me.
Let me have a Diablo sandwich, a Dr. Pepper, make it fast. I'm in a goddamn hurry.
Hey, Dragon Wagon.
He hung up.
Oh, did he really?
Yes.
Fuck.
Soon as I get home, the first thing I'm gonna do is punch your mama in the mouth.
We haven't had one of those jerk-offs in a long time.
Isn't it great?
I hope you're listening right now as you're rolling over in a ditch.
Isn't it great?
I love it.
Being on the premium channel. When we were on premium, we never really got those.
We can do no wrong.
As somebody who's been a fan of this show it's been such a long time since I've heard one of those calls.
We haven't had one of those. A guy that has XM, he's going through the channels, he hears us, and of course he's captivated by it. He's got to listen. He can't just turn it off. There's something about being offended and hating something to the point where you can't tune away from it. And that's what and guaranteed he's still listening. He will be listening tomorrow, and he will continue to listen.
Well, and you know what though, but he gives truckers a bad name. We love truckers.
Oh, well,
truckers.
of course.
They're our biggest fan
base. We have a whole channel, Open Road. I love them.
They're listening to Hank's Place, too.
That's awesome.
They love the Hank's Place.
Look at Elo getting all nervous. Relax, dude. The truckers aren't going anywhere.
I'm protecting the $12.95 a month.
You hear how fast he jumped in when I said cancel XM? Well,
don't get crazy.
Get hasty now.
We don't want the Dragon Wagon.
I'll pay for it for a year just so I can hear that again. I mean, that was worth it.
Dragon Wagon.
I hope he hits an accident and then he's dragging limbs. I hope your whole left side is paralyzed, you fatso.
He's back.
Yeah, I'm back, but I'm back not to argue with you hacks. Me and my wife both got rid of the XM. We currently are getting Sirius.
Yeah.
I tell you what, you two are the biggest jokes, and she is right now writing a letter to XM.
Who is?
My wife.
Really?
Oh.
Yeah.
The one that wears the pants in the family?
Do you realize that your letter will not be read by anyone at XM?
Well, I don't know why.
Do you realize that we had the head of programming in here when you called yesterday, Dragon Wagon, and the guy, Eric Logan, thought it was one of the funniest things we've done since coming to XM Satellite Radio? Why are you trying to threaten us? We don't give a fuck about you and your letter.
Yeah, why don't you tell your fat wife to get on her knees and service you, and maybe you wouldn't be such an uptight asshole.
Listen to me. For 1 minute without you have to use 4-letter expletives, all right?
4-letter expletives? How about this? Hick. Is that a 4-letter expletive?
Sounds like somebody defecated in your mouth.
How about this? Your wife's a cunt.
Yeah. What do you think of them apples, stupid?
Wow. If you're going to play, then let's play, fat boy.
That's what you married.
Will you honestly admit...
And why are you so obsessed with us that you're calling every day?
Yeah, why?
I know why, because you're enjoying the attention, right?
XM is going down. They lost NASCAR. It's going to Sirius Radio, I found out.
Have you seen the deals XM has made in the last couple of weeks alone, you stupid fuck?
NASCAR Radio, big XM, big...
Oh, it really is. I'd love to hear that.
Yeah, well... The point is, y'all are a bunch of hacks. We went to church last night. We prayed for you all.
Did you really? Did you say hello to the priest who was busy molesting a child in the back room? Did you mention that?
Well, I got news for you. My pastor does not molest children.
Well, then he's a stupid ass because they're all right there. How could he turn them down? Your pastor's a fruit. Your pastor doesn't have the balls to go out and take what's his.
You befuddle me. All you can do is downgrade and degrade people.
Downgrade and degrade people? Stop trying to sound like you're a black radio station promo, you jerk off. Downgrade and degrade.
That's what you're doing. You're trying to downgrade me because without me being out here on the road in this truck...
No, it's Mr. Important again.
Sir, I can honestly tell you, I hope that you are killed drunk driving.
See, I can blow my air horn just like you can blow off at the mouth.
Dragon Wagon.
Well, that was a good one.
You should blow your air horn. That's exactly what you should do, sir, as you're barreling into a group of children with alcohol on your breath.
I don't drink. I don't smoke.
And you don't fuck a woman who's under 400 pounds. That's your problem. That's your problem, man. You have no vices, and you go home to a fat pig in a dress who browbeats you.
No.
You don't want to go to church, stupid. You're on a truck. You gonna tell me you never picked up one of those lot lizards, one of those dumb whores in a truck stop? You never tried to get blown in a truck stop?
No, because I'm not going to have something I can't wash off with Clorox bleach.
What is wash, sir? Is there an R in that?
Who's gonna wash?
You're probably walking around with AIDS yourself there. I mean, you got
sir, if I am walking around with AIDS, it's just my secret. I'm still not going to wear condoms. Don't try to discourage me.
Hold on, Slider wants in. Slider?
Yeah, Slider. This is Slider. Hey, Wagoner, why don't you turn back Sesame Street, watch that, get off my radio program. You're interrupting my entertainment for the morning.
I am trying to uphold a moral authority here. There's...
Well, do that on Sesame Street. Take that somewhere else.
There are too many people like you in this world that are just sluts, that are just slime. You and the people you
He didn't cancel.
Nope.
No. He's still listening.
Hey, Dragon
He will
Wagon,
continue to listen.
why didn't you cancel? Why did you just cancel like you said you were going to?
Do you want to hear my Sirius Radio? Listen. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's serious, baby.
Uh-oh.
So then stop thinking about it.
Why would you call the Opie and Anthony show if you're listening to Sirius?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I wanted to get through to you all without that other idiot there.
I'm already here, sir. I'm here every day. You dummy, you fucking dummy. You think I was a stopping yesterday? Take your Sirius and cram it up your wife's fat ass. Pound it up there with a mallet, you uneducated zilch.
I'm going to get on my CB radio right now and broadcast the house. The XM is.
And stop being so obsessed with us. If you don't like us, then you know what? Then stop listening, because I guarantee you still have XM in your rig.
Radio,
and maybe, if enough people stop listening to us, then we'll just go away. And then you'll be a happy camper.
So what are you saying, sir, that you got... Now, how do you have Sirius in your truck if you got so offended at Opie and Anthony yesterday? So you called, canceled, got your Sirius unit, and had it all installed by yesterday morning? Is that what you're saying, you fucking liar?
Yesterday afternoon, I went home.
You're a liar.
And I went to H.H. Gregg, and I bought a Sirius radio.
You are a liar.
How? It's all portable. It just plugs into the...
A Sirius unit is not portable, sir. They're fucking 80 pounds.
Dragon Wagon, just go away.
Is that really your handle, good buddy? Dragon Wagon?
Yeah, it is Dragon Wagon.
You are a faggot. Do you know that? You should have your mouth wrapped around one end of a hole in a buddy booth.
You are just jealous that I have a job like I do.
You know how many truckers are laughing right now over your handle?
You fucking faggot. It rhymes.
Who the hell calls themselves Dragon Wagon? Ugh. I know I have a stupid name, but I got it when I was 12. I had no choice in the matter.
Yeah, do you and your wife call each other by handles? You're Dragon Wagon and she's Bunt Cunt. Why don't you drop dead, stupid?
But the point of the matter is you need to be fired just like you were before. I don't know what you was fired for, but I'm sure it was for obscenity.
They weren't fired, stupid. Here's what happened. They had sent 2 people to have anal sex in a Catholic church. Now, I'm sure that goes on in your church as well. And, the church handles these things so well, as they prove with cardinal law during the fucking, giving one of the masses for the Pope's funeral.
You're sad. You're sad.
No, I'm not. I'm very happy, and I make a lot of money. And I get blown all the time by strange chicks. I'm actually very happy, sir.
Do you realize without the trucking industry that your ass wouldn't have that radio show?
And you're the trucking industry?
Yes, sir. You're just one douchebag.
You're just one trucker, you ass.
You're a cog.
You know how many truckers listen to this program?
I would imagine not too many, because I was just scanning the channels and I came up on that. And I started listening to it. Then I got violently ill from you. You guys are just the type of people that are what's wrong with this world.
Hey, Dragon Wagon, what does your wife look like?
My wife is 5'2", red hair, great breasts, beautiful legs. She works out at the YMCA every day with me.
She works out at the Young Man's Crib. You really are. You are as fucking white trash. What was your wedding song? A Foxworthy bit? You make me nauseous.
She works out at the YMCA.
Oh, you really are shit.
You're a lucky man.
Yeah, you're right. I am kind of jealous of your life. I actually am.
You want to know what our wedding song is? The Sea of Love there, right?
Of course, the Sea of Love. C stands for cunt, and that's what you married.
Oh, Dragon Wagon, just go away. We don't need you.
No, keep calling. I love this guy. Dude, keep calling the radio show. Keep yourself involved. Keep looking for your little bit of fame. Just be honest about what you're doing. That's what makes me so fucking sick with you.
Never hear from me again after today, because I have no more use to waste my cell minutes on your asses.
Sir, your voice, we heard you, and your voice meant nothing. We heard what you had to say. We don't care if you went and bought Sirius. I'm not going to say the other company, Sirius. You want to go out and buy it? Go fucking buy it.
And Eric Logan doesn't care. He was here. He thought it was hilarious. We're not going anywhere. And this proves, actually, that we're doing our jobs quite nicely.
When I'm out here,
we want people to hate us like you, sir. Don't you get it?
You're the only...
Because that means there's a bunch of people that are going to, latch on to this program.
You're the type of people...
You're the type of people... You can keep trying.
So mature.
You can keep trying, but you're not going to break us. Do you understand? You're not going to break us
ever.
Ever.
What did y'all do while y'all were on hiatus or fired or whatever?
He knows a lot about us.
I'll tell you what I did. I went to towns like yours and got blown by women married to guys like you who weren't home, taking care of business. And after the gig, I would take them out into the parking lot, and they would lean over, and these little church wives would... And I would send them back home, and they'd kiss dummies like you on the mouth when they got home.
Well, I'm home every day.
Shit.
I work for an excellent company.
I don't care who you work. Who do you work for?
It don't matter who I work for.
Why? You know who we work for. Why are you hiding? Why won't you admit it? Dude, you're a fake. You're not. You actually are a fan of the show.
Yep.
Well, no, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
No, I listen to Rush Limbaugh, okay? That's who I'm a fan of, is Rush Limbaugh.
Then go listen to Rush Limbaugh.
Another fat guy just telling you what opinions to have, huh?
Oh, he ain't telling me, but I will say the rosary for you all tonight.
Yeah, you do that.
I will say the rosary while I'm standing there on the treadmill tonight.
You'd say rosaries on a treadmill? You're a real servant of God, sir.
I'm not tired of driving. I enjoy my job, unlike some people.
Your life stinks, sir, and you know it. You hate your wife. You want to choke her. You're sick of looking at her. You don't get along. You probably have kids you don't like. Stop trying to convince us that you like your life. Your life stinks.
This has been the Decade of Dominance All-Request Show. Call in to request your favorite moment for future shows. 1-866-385-4631. And listen whenever you want at SiriusXM.com/on-demand or on the SiriusXM app.